it's been sounding like he's been whispering the
Zion
whole time.
Lateef Williamson. Put
Okay.
the fork down. People have been on live on this earth for 20 years, and you've seen Kevin Durant ever since he left Golden State do the same thing. And every time he goes to a new team, oh my gosh, the finals bound. Like they're gonna get it done. No, they're not.
So here you go with all his tonnage and girth.
Jalen Green is a bum who hasn't been successful since prolific prep. That's all I gotta say. I'm done.
Look at him, Brisket. Look at that B Brisket brace for 18 hours in the front row of Zion. Go ahead.
He's a starter. He's been a starter his whole life. You're gonna pay him $50 million to come off a bench, and you're gonna tell me you expect 50 games from a guy you're gonna spend $50 million, and you're gonna pay him $6 million a year, 25 minutes a game.
Y'all put him on buns on the tier list. Y'all said he buns.
We agreed to put him on buns.
Because
I never said that.
We did not put him on buns. We put him in C tier.
I will
Stop
say,
your foolishness.
but that's because of
spread
but
misinformation and lies.
but that's not because of his game.
Bring him.
That's what Houston does.
Stop. You're bringing him there because you want to win a championship and you believe that he can get it done for you. I'm telling you right now, that fraud is not getting it done for you. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay. All right.
Bro, you got the shade. You look like an undercover cop.
No, for real.
He do. He look like one of them ICE agents trying to cover his identity.
Hey, what do you say? Hey, can I get some marijuana? Like, bro,
and
what?
then with the SpongeBob patch on your sleeve, it looks like a badge. Like you know that the long sleeve and the badge on the side. That's what it looked like.
That's kind of wild. I ain't gonna lie to you.
See?
Well. We are back. NBA finals have concluded. NBA draft has concluded. Trades, players getting cut, players upset. It's the NBA offseason. Welcome back to AreYouNutzz. How y'all feeling today? We got everybody, got the whole crew back today, ready to talk all NBA. No football tonight. All NBA.
Are you nuts?
I was gonna say before I get all excited and spill over. Hey, how you feeling today?
Pause.
Oh,
We're not gonna speak past that. Okay, you
Oh.
can spill somewhere else, but not.
Caleb, just tell us how you're feeling, bro. Don't worry about what I just said.
I'm feeling great. You know, Kyle's still feeling like it's the end of. That's how he's feeling. So we're rocking.
I do not condone hate. I just want to put that out there.
I'm not a hater. I just said you feel a certain way. That's all I said. I didn't.
And then laughed, and then everybody started laughing. So go ahead, Caleb. Finish your soliloquy before you get canceled.
I didn't disparage any sort of group, creed, race, or religion.
All right, Caleb. They're gonna be outside of Riley Road with their flags and posters. All right.
Listen, first of all, I don't even know where that road is. But nonetheless, I'm excited to move forward into the weekend, and we're officially halfway through the year. So
there you go. What's going?
Hey man, I'm good, man. I know you said we only gonna talk basketball, but you know what I'm saying? I'm catching up on all my Raiders talk, black and purple skies. But anyway, uh, you know, uh That's it, man. Watched the NBA draft last night. Excited for some things. We're gonna talk about VJ and that. But other than that, man, we good, baby. Summertime. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
And Ethan, I know you limping in. You was on the injury report tonight as questionable. How you feeling? Bro, come
Why
on,
are
man.
you
I'm
smiling
fine.
like
I'm just
that?
tired.
You,
Bro,
But
why'd you crack a half smile like that, bro?
who nah, you
bro, are
wasn't looking
you,
at the screen, but I was looking at the screen.
bro?
Go ahead, Ethan.
Are you good, man?
I,
yeah,
I told you I'm
I'm
excited.
surviving. So yeah, watch the draft. I start paying attention uh
And it's
maybe
hot.
like after wouldn't VJ got drafted, because I can't stand to
You
hear
you stopped
ESPN.
after
But
VJ? You stopped after the third pick?
yes, bro, because I can like Malika's like, oh, and Monica. I'm like, oh my gosh, like
Okay.
I
We
can't
also
do that.
support
So
women on this platform.
it's not about women. It's about ESPN as a whole. So it's just
I
don't.
Bruh.
agree. Hey, I agree on that. It was a tough watch between
Well,
Malika
yeah.
Andrews and Perk, who don't none of them watch college
But
Don't
basketball.
get
we'll
me
get into
started
that
with
later.
Kendrick Perkins,
I just
bro.
wanted to bring it up. It's
You
just
got Bob Myers on the panel. Bob ain't getting the word in. This is
and
wild to me.
McNutt is just
Uh,
yeah.
And
we should
who?
bring in that clip of Noah
Monica
saying
McNutt.
Monica McNutt because, yo, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, ESPN, they need to look at themselves in the mirror. Okay, where's Max? All right. Anyway,
He didn't want to be on
They need to bring
ESPN no
him back
more.
with the
no,
quickness.
no, I know, but I'm saying like they are.
You
Oh
get rid
Lord,
of
I know they got
y'all
a
lost
monopoly
Shannon, and I
on the
promise you, if they
sports
bring back
industry.
Max,
I know they got
the
a
ratings will blow through the roof.
well, they got a
Like no other.
monopoly and can do whatever they want to. This is
Yeah,
a
that's the
Disney
problem.
problem. But
That's the problem.
anywho, I'm gonna leave it alone. But obviously, we're gonna talk NBA draft, the draft picks that obviously the second round happened today. They need to combine first and second round, but that's neither here nor there. We're gonna go over the lottery guys, the picks that our teams have made, how that affects the offseason and going forward for the 25-26 season. I'm also gonna do a really quick recap of the NBA finals, of course. The Oklahoma City Thunder win in seven. They beat the Indiana Pacers. Devastating news: Tyrese Halliburton blowing out his Achilles within the first couple minutes of the game, so he's going to miss the entire season coming up. But just really quick, we can just do a quick round table discussion about Game Seven. It was obviously close first half. What's his face hit that big shot at the half. And then that third quarter, I mean, I don't know how many points Indiana scored. I don't have the box score in front of me, but it looked like they
It
didn't score
wasn't
for 20
Indiana. It was
minutes.
just
It
T.J.
was
McConnell.
wild.
It was
Okay.
just T.J.
Um,
McConnell scoring.
yeah, yeah, TJ McConnell, the second coming, scoring all of their points.
The
But
second
uh,
coming. Listen,
listen,
same thing.
he was their great white hope in the third
Listen,
quarter.
same thing. Make you laugh, make you cry.
Exactly. But they could barely get shots up, keep possession of the ball. They fumbling and losing the ball. These guys dork and these guys are just harassing them. I'm like, this has got to be
Bennedict
racist.
Mathurin, you
Uh,
turnover
mhm.
machine.
Bro, there's a lie. He looking for calls. He not gonna get. So, Ethan, just what was your summary of the entire series, and then going forward, how do you feel about the Tyrese injury?
It sucks to see what happened. Even though I kind of predicted that would happen. Um, it was a gamble. I don't know why I'm making
Hey,
that face. I'm just
When
saying.
did you
I knew. I don't want to say I knew it was gonna happen, but I said the episode before, I was like, "Listen, it's a high chance that's gonna happen." And when y'all started blowing up the chat, I was like, "Oh snap!" I was like, "Well, I mean, that's what's gonna happen when you have a calf injury." So, um, I hate that they lost because I didn't want OKC to win. I mean, OKC won, whatever. I don't care. Um, I can't even say I'm looking forward to next season because Tatum's out. So I
I can't
just
wait. The East is wide open, and we gonna
yeah,
bust
not for
through
the
it.
yeah.
Hawks
I
though?
feel
I don't
like
know why you're excited.
this is gonna be, and I guess we can
We're
talk about it
gonna.
later if you bring it up. But this will be one of the years where it's just kind of like I don't know who's gonna
Oh,
come
yeah,
out
I'm gonna
East.
get
It's
your
very
head bust.
uncertain. So
But anywho, let's go. How you feeling? How you felt about the series, Game Seven, and
Uh,
then
hey
Tyrese?
man, it was very disappointing. Obviously, you guys don't I didn't really have a horse in the race. I just, we love basketball, so we were gonna watch regardless. And it was highly entertaining. I don't know why everyone was saying like coming off of the Knicks series, oh, OKC and foe and this and that. I'm like, man, it's gonna be 6 or 7. It's gonna be a
Right.
long series. I thought that OKC was gonna win in 6 or 7. But they came out, they played well. It was really unfortunate, especially coming off of it was unfortunate what happened to Halliburton, especially coming off of game 6. And he played really
Hmm.
well, even though he only played like 23 minutes. He played really well. He was pushing the pace. He was playing defense. So it was looking like okay. And then he comes out and he hits 3 threes. You're like, oh, because I thought like OKC was gonna win it. I thought OKC was gonna win that last game. But the way he came out, because we all know when he comes out and he scores 20 points, they pretty much don't lose if he scores
Yeah,
20
and
points.
you saw he was
Right.
talking
He
crazy too.
already had in the first quarter, he had 9. So I'm like, he
Off
get
the
20
rip.
something.
Hmm.
OKC, I mean, the Pacers is gonna shock the world.
Hmm.
And that was just so unfortunate, man. I was like, I, I was like, I couldn't even. My wife came. I was screaming. My wife came running around the corner. What happened?
Oh yeah, bro, it was tough,
I'm
man.
like,
It
yo,
was
I
tough.
can't. I just can't believe it. It was so tough, man. Hallie has become, one of my favorite players. Um, Not that I root for Indiana, but I root for individual players to be successful. And I just like how he carries himself. I like how he's the worst dresser in the NBA. I just put that out there. He's the worst, most terrible dresser in the history of the NBA. Besides that, I like who
It's
he
Kyle
is as
I
a
mean,
Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma's still
Yeah,
around,
Kyle
but
It's
Kuzma's
Kyle
pretty
Kuzma,
bad.
bro.
No, no,
Bro,
no. Have you guys seen he one of the games he came in a full length jacket and he looked like the blue cookie monster. Like
Oh,
it's crazy. But
Blue
anyway,
Cookie Monster.
he looked like
oh,
the Halliburton the cookie monster. But anyway, but I mean I wish him a speedy recovery. Obviously, we know that's a year injury. So we won't see him next year. Some of these NBA guys need to go wherever Aaron Rodgers went because like it was like 2 weeks later he was walking on the field without no crutches and nothing. And
That's
the
that
other,
ayahuasca and
I don't know what that was because in the NBA, like I remember when Kevin Durant injured popped his Achilles, that he couldn't put no weight on it for 6 months. And here I look, Aaron Rodgers 2 weeks after surgery, he walking. I'm like, what
that's a
what
well,
the
dog
it
hell?
right there.
doesn't it also depend on what
So
grade tear though? Like if it's a
I
tear
I'm
versus
yeah,
a
I'm not
partial or
yeah, I'm not really sure. They said a rupture. So when it's a rupture, that means a full tear.
oh it's
So
gone. Oof.
I just wish him a speedy recovery. Um but it's gonna be interesting, like we said, going into next season. Boston not really blowing it up, but making some moves, trying to dump some salary. We knew that was going to happen, especially with the new owners trying to save some money. And, what Orlando making trades. They were the worst 3-point shooting team in the league. Now they got a 3-point shooter, one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. I think Cleveland's still going to be there. I think Cleveland was better than what they show in the playoffs, given their injury history. I think the Knicks, depending on, we don't even know if they're going to have a coach. I don't know what the hell the Knicks are doing. Free agency starts on Tuesday. That's like 4 days.
Yeah.
They don't even have a head coach, but they have one of the best rosters in the East. So man, there's a lot going on. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this offseason and for free agency.
all right, Kay, go ahead, man. Give us your thoughts on the series.
Um, I predicted it would go in 6. Obviously, it was 7. As a basketball lover, it was just great to watch. It was amazing basketball. I think that's the best finals that I've seen since 2020. Like, if y'all actually watch the 2020 finals, people hate on it, but when you look at the run and just the bubble itself, great basketball. Um, so I definitely think it was amazing basketball. Amazing basketball.
I mean,
People,
I know that I don't remember. I remember watching
bro,
all the games, but I don't
bro.
remember like, oh yeah, now I see what
The
you're.
the
Well,
the,
no,
the
no.
50
I
ball.
think I think the playoffs was more interesting because I think we hadn't seen basketball so long, and then you remember,
But even the end of the regular season, though, like
Well, that's what
TJ
I'm saying. We
Warren was
saw
dropping
guys, we
50.
saw guys hooping that like
TJ Warren
wouldn't
was
be
dropping
hooping
50.
for
I remember
real.
Karis LeVert had a crazy game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because guys were saying like the NBA felt like gym runs. You know,
bro.
you in the
But
gym,
those be
bro.
the
You
best.
it's plus 50
That's what
attributes.
I'm
Like when you in the
saying.
gym, just hooping. You
Exactly.
know, or like open run. So
It
they
was
said
just
it was like
pure
an open
hoops,
run environment.
bro. Exactly. It was just pure hoops.
Yeah,
Like I,
TJ Warren scoring 50 was probably the most random 50 ball I ever see in my life. Probably I'll never see something like that again. But yeah, again, like to everything y'all said,
I didn't
watching. I
finish.
couldn't. I watched it once.
Caleb wasn't
You know,
finished.
the slow mo, seeing the Achilles pop.
Hey,
I
hey,
watched it
hey.
one time. Huh?
Caleb
I
wasn't
mean, I wasn't
finished.
done, but
Oh, my fault,
Stand
bro.
up, stand up
go
for
ahead. Go
yourself,
ahead.
okay?
Go ahead.
Yeah, no,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off. I thought you was
No,
done
no,
talking.
no.
Go ahead.
But like, I'll wrap it up. I'll keep it short. Just seeing that, it was a amazing series. Unfortunately, Tyrese had the injury. Like everyone said, prayers up to him. I hope he recovers soon. Um, I definitely think. I mean, it could be. Let me see. Yeah, it could be back-to-back finals appearances for Oklahoma. So we might
I
have
wouldn't be too.
I don't know.
we might have
We'll
a
We'll
see.
see
dynasty on
when
our
everybody's
hands. I'm
healthy.
just
If
saying.
The
everybody stays
Rockets,
healthy,
the
we'll
Rockets
see what
are.
happens.
I don't know.
The Rockets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin Durant
All
isn't
right.
changing anything. Okay,
Okay.
that's what y'all said when he went to
I'm
Phoenix.
not gonna
Oh
say
my
he's not
gosh,
changing
they're
anything
finals
because I
bound.
don't get it messed up.
Okay.
He's still a top 10, top 15 player in the league right now
All
today.
right.
So
Who? Kevin
Well,
Durant?
before we go,
Kevin
because
Durant
we're
is
gonna
a
have.
Kevin
top.
Durant is a top 10
Hey,
player. What are
listen,
we
Okay,
getting
yeah,
we're
top
that's
gonna.
what I'm
15?
saying. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying.
Uh,
Some people
hey,
have him lower. I'm
let's
just
finish the
saying.
indie discussion. Let's finish the indie discussion. I promise you, in future videos
But
in the off season, we will have a Kevin Durant legacy video because we've already
I mean,
shown
that fraud
oh,
that
isn't
that
leading any team to anything,
that,
so we don't need to
okay,
have a
okay.
legacy
We will
video.
have a dedicated video and segment to
All right.
Kevin Durant legacy because it's coming up now. He's at the
That's
end of
gonna
his
be
career. Houston said they're working on an extension
highly
for him to
exciting.
hopefully retire in Houston. So again, a legacy
It's not
conversation will
gonna
be coming up
happen.
with Kevin Durant. Don't worry, because obviously from one of our pre-intro videos from a while back, y'all know out there how we feel about Kevin Durant. It's a variety of opinions, so that will be good watching. But back to Holly again. What I was just saying, I only watched that video one time because I can't. I just hate. I feel so bad for the guy. And then I don't know if you guys saw his post on Instagram. He
I
posted like
did.
it was like a 7 paragraph thing. He just let it
Yeah.
out, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think like as an athlete, you've been there, like just let it out. So I felt really bad. Still feel bad. But hopefully it comes back stronger than ever. One thing about his game, it's not necessarily predicated on athleticism, which is cool. Like he can, get in and out of the defenses. So a guy like, just to throw it out there, like a Derrick Rose, like his game is predicated on his athleticism. So he comes back, he's obviously going to be different. Hopefully, it doesn't affect his game too much because he's such a great passer already. So he can affect the offense in different ways. But shout out to OKC. I don't know. I don't like their chances going back to back. Obviously, they have a chance to go back to the finals, but going back to back like championships, I think we're probably going to have a new winner next year, which would make 8 straight
Aiden.
Eight,
different winners.
eight,
So,
8 years in a row.
which I mean, hey, I love that for the league. Currently, you have your dynasties, and then you have kind of the parity where it's different teams. So I'm okay with where the league is now, as far as that goes. But that's just our quick recap of the NBA Finals. Again, great finals. Can't wait to see who comes out of the East next year, and obviously the West will be stronger than ever, as we see. And then rotating, or not rotating, but moving on to our next segment, we're going to talk about the trades, and then we'll go into the draft picks because again, some of these trades had uh, draft implications yesterday. So we'll just start off with the first one that kind of got the trades going prior to the draft. It was the Desmond Bain trade that happened about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks. He got traded from Memphis to Orlando. Obviously, I think you alluded to Memphis, or not Memphis, Orlando trying to get 3-point shooting. I think the biggest thing from this was people thinking about the draft haul or the capital that Memphis got in return. They got KCP, Cole Anthony, who y'all know I don't like, but 4 unprotected first round picks as well, and then a pick swap. Again, because you alluded to it, how do you feel about this move for Orlando? Obviously, getting an offensive threat, a guy who can stretch the floor again, shoot the three ball. How do you feel about that? And was it an overpay? Do you think? And obviously, all the Eastern teams are trying to go all in, given the injuries in the East. Do you
Yeah.
think they gave up too much for Desmond Bain?
I do think they gave up too much. Just I don't mind the players. It's the unprotected picks, which I think are crazy because you look at it and you say, okay, Orlando, are they that great that those picks are going to be later on in the draft, or are you like how their season went this year, which they were just ravaged by injury, the entire team. You know, they're a few games from not making the playoffs, and now you've given away the opportunity to get better. So I don't like that. I don't like that part of it. But I get it. I understand what they're doing. You know, they were the worst, like I said before, they were the worst 3-point shooting team by percentages on the season. So there won't be with Desmond Bain on that team. I think he's a career 42% shooter from the three. So he's definitely going to bring that. I think they are a good defensive team. They still need some pieces and some things that they want to add on that bench. I know you get on like Cole Anthony, but I thought he's a really good NBA backup point guard. So you know, like he's not a if you look
he's
at
serviceable. I mean,
if you're looking for him to be some type of starter, that's not who he is. But
right,
a
and I feel the same way about
serviceable,
Jalen Suggs. Okay,
a serviceable NBA backup point guard. We talked briefly about McConnell, and when he's a great backup when the lights are on him and he's the main guy.
it's look a little
Did
different.
look a whole different, right?
Yeah,
So outside of that, man, I think Orlando's gonna be, and this might be a bold prediction, but I think Orlando's gonna be top three in the East this coming season. They're gonna be one of
During
the
the
top
regular
three
season.
seeds.
Okay.
I think they're gonna be one of the top three seeds. I think it's gonna be I think depending on what the Knicks, I mean,
Wait a
the
minute.
Knicks is crazy because they don't have a coach, and obviously those players got rid of Tibbs, and so now who are they going to bring in? They still don't. If they leave the team the way it is right now, they still don't have no type of bench. So I don't know who are the players that this new coach is going to bring in if they're going to be playing less minutes because they apparently got rid of Tibbs because he played them too much. So I see obviously Boston takes a slide without Tatum. I see Cleveland coming back, being healthy, repeating as a number one. I like what
Detroit.
uh I don't see Detroit going to the three. I still want to see what they do in the postseason. Are they gonna re-sign what's the backup point guard, the guy from Germany? What's the dude's name? His name
Schroeder.
Oh,
slipped.
Schroeder.
Schroeder, right? What are they doing on that bench? But I do think they're definitely a playoff team. They're definitely gonna be top six. So yeah, I like Cleveland. I like we're gonna see what the Knicks are gonna be, and I like Orlando right there. So we'll see, man. That's my bold prediction. I think Indiana obviously slides a little bit. I see the
Might be a
next
lot of
slide.
it.
We want to see what my Heat doing. We just drafted. I can't Papas. I don't know his name.
I was gonna say,
All I know is his mama called him KP. I would call him KP. So we got the Lithuanian KP. I've been doing some research because to be honest with you, I didn't watch any of his games or in nothing in college. So I've been on YouTube today, looking at some video. I see what they see possibly. Hopefully it translates to the NBA game. Our last couple of picks, Jaime and all of these was flops. But outside of Jaime is a flop. Jaime barely played last year, dude.
he was in it.
He'll go. He went a 10-game stretch without even playing one
Well,
game.
we'll talk about that because I remember I told
So
you why not include him in any trade packages. They said he was untouchable apparently in trade packages.
That's what
So
I'm saying.
I can't
I
understand that,
think
bro.
I
can't
think
understand
I
that.
think
He had a solid
because
rookie year. He definitely had a solid.
but I
rookie
think it's because they didn't want Kevin Durant. It wasn't the fact that they wanted you know they wanted Jaime per se. I think they just didn't want to go through with it being the east of Phoenix of the Suns. You come here, you
Well,
deplete the team, you get Kevin Durant, but now your team is depleted. And now what you just did, you didn't do anything. But the
I
word on the streets is over here, and it's starting to clamor up. They're looking to get
Riley out of there.
no. We're looking to get Kaminga from Golden State. I don't know why he wasn't in the deal
What
to
is that
begin
gonna
with.
do?
What?
What do you mean that's gonna do?
What is that
All
gonna
right.
Did
do?
you see? Did you see?
Well,
Did you watch the playoffs?
wait.
I
Let's
did.
get
So
to
did
the
you
Heat.
see?
I
Let's
did,
get to
but
the Heat. Let's
I
get to the
don't.
Heat though. But let's
I
finish the
guess,
trades because we
man.
got a couple
I
trades.
guess.
We got a couple trades. We're gonna come back
So
around here.
I
No,
guess.
We're gonna come back here. I promise you. I promise you. We'll come back here because I'm kind of in Caleb's boat. But hey, we're gonna come back here. Okay.
Okay.
Ethan, Caleb, you guys think that this trade boosts? Obviously, it bolsters the roster for the Magic. Does it translate to on the court with more wins and a deep playoff run?
It
No.
depends on. I'm not gonna be as downtrodden as that, but I'd say yes. If I mean, barring injury, like you just gotta look at the injury history. They haven't played much
They won
Right.
41
basketball
games this
together.
season.
Like you just gotta go
They
off injury
finished
history.
41, 500. Desmond Bain probably adds you. Let's see.
I give them like 6, 7 games probably.
Yeah,
And
but
again,
weren't
And a positive
weren't they the sixth seed? They were the sixth seed, right?
Yeah,
No, they weren't.
that's what I'm saying. Like
They were the
if
they
they
were
play,
not. They were in
if
the
they play
play.
more basketball,
What seed were they?
The 7th seed.
right?
So they were
They were
seven.
behind
Okay.
Detroit. So if you expect
So you're telling
Pacers,
me? So you're telling me they won
Bucks, and
41 games without Desmond? Are they better with or without Desmond Bain?
Better.
This
I
this
say
yeah,
team.
but
better.
we said that we give them like
I say
6,
better.
7
I
games.
say
So
six,
that's like
7 games
48
in
wins.
the right direction.
Like, would
I
you
just
would
don't
you
So that's
say
what
say?
I'm
that goes
saying.
in the right
But
direction.
so how can you say that you don't see the question that Kyle
I
said
said yes.
was, do you see? No, I'm talking about Ethan
Oh,
because he emphatically said no, that you don't see any more wins, you don't see any more
yeah, you
anything.
did say
They're a
no kind
better
of quick.
team. Yeah, they're a better team with Desmond Bain than without Desmond Bain. So how
I
do you
mean,
say they don't increase that 41 win total? And remember, Paulo missed 20 something games,
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
like I think up
Right?
until
And then
Christmas, he came right after Christmas. I think.
right when he came back, then
Franz went down.
Franz went down and Franz missed 20 something games. So
So
I mean,
we'll see something. One thing that you said, Ungo, you were saying you're like, oh, this team, is going to finish lower than next year. This team, I mean, you named like 4 or 5 teams, so two of those teams are going to finish probably around where they finished this year, just because the East is that weak.
yeah,
Because obviously Charlotte's not jumping anywhere. Charlotte will be at the bottom
Charlotte
again.
ain't going nowhere.
Washington's going to be at the bottom again.
The Nets ain't going
Toronto's going to
nowhere.
be at the bottom again. Brooklyn's going to be at the bottom again. So that's 4 bottom tier teams already there. There's going to be some teams that are going to finish
okay, but then
5, 6, and not be as good as they were this year, simply because the East is just that bad.
see, I think y'all are really sleeping on all these teams, which is fine. We'll
There's
see what
nothing-
happens
No.
this
I
season.
think
But,
Boston.
like, you look
I
at
think
Chicago
Boston
and
without
how they
Tatum
ended the
still makes the
season.
playoffs.
Chicago, how they ended the season was
Chicago?
nuts, if you ask me.
Well,
Okay?
Ethan,
The
I
same
didn't
way
say
you feel
Chicago
about
because
Chicago
they're
is the
looking
same
to
way I
move
feel about
Kobe
the
White
Heat.
and
Like,
Lonzo.
it's-
Hold on, let
They're
me
looking
finish.
they're looking to tear it down. So like I'm not expecting
This
anything
dude is
from them.
poo pooing on
Listen,
Orlando,
that's
and the
fine.
first team he mentions is Chicago.
Yeah,
Let
that's
me
actually
finish.
insane.
You,
All right, Ethan, finish your point, and then I got the next trade.
We'll get to the Atlanta trade, which you're probably about to talk about,
Nope,
and then
not yet.
Yeah, Atlanta be up
No,
there.
we're gonna talk about it, but
Okay.
I'm saying there's
Go
one
ahead.
more
All
trade
right.
before then. All right, here we go. Here we go.
I think
Next trade.
Atlanta's gonna be top 6. They're not gonna be top 3.
They're bringing back the exact same roster plus the rookie. The KP is not going to play. I don't understand this. He hasn't played. He hasn't
Hold
played
on.
over 30 games.
Move on.
Hey,
Move on,
okay.
Kyle.
Next
Stay focused. You're
next trade.
ready to explode all over
Obviously,
Caleb.
okay. Next trade. Obviously, the Kevin Durant news. Kevin Durant finally traded out of Phoenix to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, the number 10 pick yesterday, and then 5 second-round picks. When that news broke, I don't know. It was mixed reactions. Some people are like, look out for Houston. Others are like, what is Phoenix doing? It's like, hey, like, what are you guys doing? What's the plan? Hey, D Book, you're starting to kind of go into that Dame Lillard territory where you've been there, you've done everything you can. Management around you is awful. It might be time. So I'll start off with Ethan. I'll start off with you on this one. How did you feel about this trade? Obviously,
I
we know
mean,
Houston's all in this year.
Houston did it just to get rid of number one because Jalen Green is a liability, and that contract that they signed him to. You got to get rid of him. Dylan Brooks, ooh, Now you're saying that Houston's all in. They got Kevin Durant. I'm telling you right now, they're not doing anything special. Like I can't
You
for the
just
life
hate
of me.
KD,
You
and
people
I
have
hate
been
KD
alive
too.
on the.
But
Shut up.
come on,
You people have been alive on
KD,
this earth for
come on,
20
man.
years,
Ugh,
and you've seen Kevin Durant ever
Well,
since he
hate's a
left
strong
Golden State
word.
do the same thing. And every time he goes to a new team, oh my gosh, the finals bound. Like they're gonna get it done. No, they're not.
So
They're
I
not
just
getting
want to
it done.
ask you. I'm gonna let you finish. I just want to ask you one question so you answer this.
Okay, so
Is Houston not the? Is Houston this
you just said
Houston
you was gonna
team?
let me finish.
No.
No,
I
he's
said I'm gonna
asking
ask
you
you
a
this
question.
question. I want you to
Oh,
answer it
okay,
while
okay,
you're
okay,
going.
okay, okay.
The question is this the best coach that he's since he's left Golden State? Is this the best coach and team that he went to since Golden State?
No, because you went to the Nets. The Nets was the better team,
He
in my
said the
opinion.
best
The Nets was the
coach,
better
and
team.
the overall team.
No,
I
he
don't
said
know.
better team. I think the Nets were overall a better team, but Ime Udoka, I think,
That's
is the
tough
better
for me.
coach.
That's
But I
tough.
think he was in a better situation and the team on the Nets.
They were
Obviously,
top
before
heavy.
Harden
So,
went down with the hamstring.
Yeah,
hold on.
I don't like that
Besides the
question.
top three, no, hold on.
I don't either. But
But
before
besides the
Harden went
top
down with the
three,
I'm
hamstring,
gonna
no.
let
But what
y'all
I'm
go because I
saying
want to
is,
answer.
but hold on. Besides the top three, what else did the Knicks have? Besides KD, James Harden,
The
who came there
Nets.
with the
You
second
gotta
year.
think. You
you
gotta.
saying what did
They
they? No, are you
What happened
asking
to the
what did
rest
the
of the
Nets
team?
have?
Well, they
Yeah,
still
the
had
rest of the
Joe
team.
Harris. They
So
still
Joe
had
Harris was
Marcus.
still
Marcus,
Joe Harris was still
Marcus
playing well.
Aldridge.
Blake
Marcus Aldridge
Griffin.
was still
Well,
playing.
they're
Blake
okay.
Griffin
They're
was still
talking over you,
playing.
but
They
Blake
had.
Griffin on the Nets.
I don't know why
Bro,
someone just brought
bro,
up Blake
when he
Griffin.
first got
What do
there,
you average? What do you average on the Nets?
Oh
9 points
God.
a game.
bro. But no, what I'm saying is when he went there, he wasn't a
Come on,
scrub.
man.
Like you,
Come on, man.
Well, when
like
he
in
went there,
Boston,
You're
it
telling
it
me.
wasn't Blake Griffin in Boston. That's
he
what I'm
had
trying to
he
tell
had a
you.
career year in Detroit before he went. So
That's what I'm saying. Like
before he
he was
went, he
coming
had the
off
best
that
year.
year in
The
Okay,
Detroit.
best year of
okay.
his
All
career was
right.
in
Let, let
Detroit.
let Ethan finish. Go ahead, Ethan. Go ahead.
I like what was I even?
Let me go.
Because you
Oh,
did you?
Hold on. Let Ethan
go
finish.
ahead.
He said they don't have no chance. They're awful.
listen. This
KD
Kevin
is the
Durant.
worst player. Go ahead.
I ain't say all that. Kevin Durant is still a top 10 player in my eyes in the NBA, but he will always be that player that he is that guy. Like he's up there, right? But no matter what team you go on, it's not gonna get done. I promise you, it won't. Watch this. Watch this. We're gonna come into this season.
I know what
Kyle
you. I
just said.
understand where you're coming from.
Kyle just said. Kyle, did you say that they're gonna make it? Did you say
No,
that?
no,
Or
no. I haven't given my opinion. So
oh, okay. Listen here. Listen here. It's not gonna happen. I want to give that. I'll give this last example. When he went to the Suns, everybody and their mama, okay,
don't say
talking
everybody.
about
Ain't
how
nobody anywhere in their mama. Ain't
yeah, it
nobody
was
saying
everybody and their
nothing.
mama.
There was some
Not
ESPN,
me.
hype.
Not
ESPN
me.
said they're
I'm
finals
not
bound.
Not
see
me.
why
When
y'all
everybody ain't
see
their
when I
mama.
say everybody and mama, y'all all automatically go to the media. Nobody cares about what the media is saying. I'm talking
Okay.
about people that I know. I ain't talking about the media. Okay,
So I don't know who the hell you know, but you ain't never
everybody.
heard. You ain't never heard me talking about.
Excuse me here. Everybody and their mama was saying, "Oh my goodness, the Suns to the finals." Okay, I don't even think they made it out the first round since he's been there.
Nope.
Okay, you're going to the Rockets. Yes, you have the better coach and all this and all that. Let me tell you something. You'd be lucky to see them even get out of the second round. But listen, I'll let it play out. We'll revisit this back again when obviously you see how the season's going and they make the playoffs. Maybe we'll see what happens. And yeah,
I feel like the reason you guys feel the way you guys do is because each one of you guys have different expectations for this. Like again, Ethan, you're under the assumption that like
Kyle,
we're
what are you
us and
bringing him in there
us on
for?
the panel are like, oh my goodness, Houston going to the finals. And then from our side, for you, you're just like, well, poo poo Kevin Durant, that boy trash. Like we
Kyle,
know what
what
the
are you
West is,
bringing? What are
right?
you
Like the West.
bringing him there for?
Ethan, Houston is bringing him because he's an upgrade over Jalen Green.
No. See, now answer my question. What are you bringing
Just
him
answer
there
the
for?
question.
I just told you he is an upgrade over Jalen Green.
So that's what you're bringing him for.
Your
'Cause he's just an
superstar can't
upgrade.
score 7 points in a playoff game. So I don't
So what is the goal of you bringing him there for?
To go win a
to
chip.
be competitive to
Try
win a
and
championship.
chip.
Okay, if you don't want to say the answer directly, I can say it for you. You're bringing him there to win a championship. You believe that he is the best. You believe that he is the best
Did we
chance.
not just say that?
I'm
word
not talking to
championship
you.
came out of
I'm
my
talking
mouth.
to him.
The word championship came out of my mouth. But okay, go ahead.
No, I had to force that out your mouth, but I'm gonna say it for you. The reason you're bringing him there is to win a championship. You believe that he gives you the best chance to win a championship. Don't give me, I'm bringing him there because I just think he's better. You're bringing him.
That's what Houston believes.
Stop. You're bringing him there because you want to win a championship and you believe that he can get it done for you. I'm telling you right now, that fraud is not getting it done for you. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you feel this very strongly.
History has shown this, but so many times. When y'all talk about James Harden, y'all love to bring up how he's a choker.
I need you remember, I just want you to remember what he just said.
Movement. I need you to have the same energy for every player in the league, every superstar player in the league. I need you to have the same energy that you have for Kevin Durant, because it's wild to me. Like, again, I'm a Kevin Durant defender in the sense that, like, it's getting overboard to how his name is slandered nowadays. It's kind of wild. Like, y'all must have forgot who he is, but at the same time, I understand what you're saying in the sense of, like, hey, like, this guy hasn't done nothing since he left. I understand what you're saying with that. I told you that from a couple, like, so I'm a realist with that. But the pedestal you're holding him to, one, you're not consistent with that across the league, number one. And number two, Houston feels like Kevin Durant, a solidified 25, 26 a night type guy, 8 rebounds, 5, 6 assists, can implement himself into that team, because Kevin Durant can play with anybody, any team, any system. You have a better chance to go deep in the playoffs than with Jalen Green. That's what they made this move for. It's kind of end the story right here. Now, you don't believe that he will do anything. Fair enough. That's what Houston believe. We can believe that Houston believes that, and I think it's good for him. I think they are a better team with him. All right.
My thing is, why do you give Kevin Durant the benefit of the doubt, but you won't give it to James Harden?
I'm not saying he's going to win a championship. I'm saying he's better than Jalen Green.
No.
Even though,
what you say?
Like, he's better than when you say giving him the benefit of that. What do you mean? He's better than Jalen Green. Now, if he makes a playoff and they get bounced in the second round, I'm like, okay.
Well, that's a conversation.
That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, you're moving.
That's You're giving him the benefit of the doubt over the history that you've seen from this man. Okay.
Just remember what he just said. The history. Come on, man. Hey, go ahead, Kay.
When you say benefit of the doubt, what do you mean? Like, what is that benefit? Because, like, is it, he's a championship level type player?
No,
like, he can bring you over the top. Like, what's
like
the...
you have this. Kevin Durant is a great player, a generational player. You understand what I'm saying?
No, don't say y'all now, because I'm trying to stay right here.
He's a generational player, but I'm saying that you're giving him more. You're giving him more of a benefit of the doubt to get deeper or to possibly.
There's no benefit of the doubt. This dude is all time one of the top 20 players.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
What are you talking about?
You're giving him the benefit. Excuse me. You're not
talking about some Joe Smo who rocked the bench.
Anyways, you're giving him the benefit of the doubt.
What are you saying, man?
And he has almost the same. I'm not gonna say he has the same bad. He doesn't have the same track record, but we know that James Harden is a generational choker, and that even if he goes to anything, it doesn't matter. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you that I've seen so much history.
We know he's a generational
thing with
choker.
Kevin Durant.
The same dude who got 2 Finals MVPs with Steph Curry on his team is a generational choker.
Okay, all right. Ethan, let's let Caleb, because Ethan, this is kind of your thing now. But Kay, go ahead, Kay, and then
I feel strongly about Kevin Durant too, right?
Yeah, we know you do.
I feel very strongly about Kevin Durant.
It's deserved.
But at the end of the day, again, he's an upgrade over Jalen Green. I know you scoffed.
That's it.
That's what we're talking about. What does he mean to Houston? That's it.
I know you scoffed it when Ethan said, Jalen Green is a liability. I don't know why you scoffed, because the man hasn't been the same.
He is a liability.
He's also 23 years old. But go ahead.
Oh my goodness.
Well, hey, no, real quick, hey, I'm gonna let you finish.
Hey, let me ask you a question, man.
Real quick.
The MVP of the league this year. Where was he at 23 years old? What was he doing?
Averaging 26 a game and making it to the second round.
But was anybody talking about him? Was anybody mentioning OKC? Look what Shay's doing. Y'all niggas didn't talking about Shay till last year.
Yes, they
were. The man been in the league 7 years.
If you were
so now y'all telling me at the age of 23,
if you're tapped in with basketball after that run with CP3, you knew who Shay's name. Stop it. We're not having that conversation.
Yeah, no, we've been talking. We know about Shay.
We know about Shay. If you know basketball, you know know about Shea.
Hey, but I will say
Come on,
this to
stop.
that point about the
I
23
didn't
year
hear
talking
old.
to
you
the
I
niggas
just
general
think,
mention
manager.
Shay
hey,
name.
hey,
I didn't
it's
hear
the
Bro,
none of
whole.
you niggas mention Shay
Shay's
name.
been Shay's been in MVP discussion for the last
Shay,
2 seasons before this
Shay,
year. Cut it out. We
Shay
done.
is
It's
26
my
years
turn.
old.
It's my turn. So I'm gonna speak now.
Go ahead.
It's my turn. So, right, Kevin Durant is definitely upgraded over Jalen Green. Jalen Green is a bum who hasn't been successful since prolific prep. That's all I gotta say. I'm done. That's it.
Hey, so to the point that you guys are about to say, and I'll let y'all go. I was gonna make an argument because we were gonna bring it up anyway. Because he's so young, it's kind of the day and age that we're in. The media, teams, and this is across
Yeah,
every sports.
it's like I don't.
Rookies' leashes are
Like,
this long. There is no leash anymore, right? We're seeing it in football now with Anthony Richardson. Like he may not start this year. He may not. Like we like I don't know what's gonna happen. The dude really only had about a season and a half to do anything. Jalen Green has had 3 full seasons. Now he's been inconsistent. That's his thing. Is inconsistency. Okay. Houston said, "Hey, we're pulling the trigger. We are closer to a championship window with KD now, and we'll sacrifice the longevity of Jalen Green's career versus, whatever his pinnacle of it or his upside is, whatever that ceiling is going to be. They say, hey, it's not worth it in the long run. So I just think
What I'm
I think
saying
it's
is, the Houston Rockets can still like just because you got Kevin Durant for him, that doesn't mean that they don't like him or they think he's. That's my point.
well,
My
right.
point is everybody's like, oh, because he's they went and got Kevin Durant.
You're
No,
talking about Jalen
no,
Green?
Yes.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
obviously Kevin
They
Durant
are
is an
just
upgrade.
what
Obviously,
they're doing is they're pushing their cards in the middle of the table, and they say we think that we have this window to get,
exactly.
and we can't do it with him. That doesn't mean he's not any good. That's what you guys are saying. Oh, he ain't any good. Well, I come from a
nobody
different
He's
said
a
that
era
he
than
clear
wasn't
y'all.
good.
Oh,
We
upgrade.
just said that he's
that's
a
the way you
liability.
talk. I like how you talk.
No, you did not. You literally yelled the entire while I was talking.
Upgrade.
Okay,
You
hey,
were
I
speaking
sat
there
back
my
and I
entire
listened to
time.
you.
He
No,
literally
you
Okay,
yelled my
didn't.
entire
so
time.
thank you, and I want my time back,
That's
please.
why he's smiling. He
Hey,
yelled our
the
entire
moderator,
time.
get this show back on the rails, okay?
Okay. All
It's
right,
my
Skip
time now,
Bayless.
and I
All
got a
right.
lot to
All
fucking
right,
say,
Skip Bayless.
okay?
Here you go
So,
with all his tonnage and girth.
why
Yeah,
you gonna have to? Why you gonna say
He
that
said,
when it's my time to talk?
y'all
we're
must not know
talking
that Skip.
about tonnage and
What
girth.
I am about to unleash and unload all over Cooper Flagg. Are you kidding me? You want to talk about girth and tonnage?
What do you say? Ah.
Anyway, like I said,
Okay,
what I'm
Caleb. All
saying
right.
is,
Okay.
okay, now we're kind of getting away from the topic, but I just wanted to say, and
Yeah,
this
I've
is
got
what
the next
happens
trade, man. We're not gonna
with
get through these
this
trades.
with this generation, with y'all generation. It's like this microwave generation. It's like, oh, everything got to be ready now. Oh, you
Well,
get into
no,
the NBA? I don't care if you
that's
night.
teams,
Hold
that's
on,
organizations.
Kyle. Hold on. I'm saying, man. It's,
You
y'all too, because y'all saying the young people too, because y'all saying Jalen Green trash at 23 years old.
no,
I'm
We
saying, hold
said
bruh.
he's a
on.
Let him finish.
liability.
Let him
Nobody
finish.
called him
Let
trash.
him finish.
Nobody
Let him
called him
finish.
trash.
He
Bro,
All
let
I
him
said
inconsistent.
is that
finish.
he's a
Let
Bro,
liability.
him finish.
y'all know y'all niggas is recorded, right?
I said
Okay.
he's
We
inconsistent.
sure are
That's why
recorded.
this year
Houston did it just to get rid of number one because Jalen Green is a liability, and that contract that they signed him to.
he got
I
traded
am
because he
calling
was
him.
too
I'm calling.
inconsistent.
I don't know about them.
Nobody
I'm
called him.
calling him
Well,
trash.
maybe
He's
Caleb
been
said
the
it.
Well,
same
I
well,
said
way
see,
he's
there
a
you
since
go,
high
liability.
Caleb.
school. I'm
Okay.
calling him trash. I am me right
All
here.
right.
Because
I'm
he
calling
he
him
scored
That's my
points
trash.
for me on my
problem.
fantasy team. I'm
That's
cool.
my problem with the younger generation.
Cool.
These guys, look at the guys who are now. Obviously you had LeBron and them, and as LeBron and them fade out, you got the new guys that are coming in. You got the Shays, we got the Halliburton showing up. And my thing is, all of these guys, Shea, 26 years old, Halliburton, 25 years old. Like all these guys are now starting to hit their prime. You know what I'm saying? 25 that 32 window, right? So to me, you can't call a dude trash. Now, if the dude 25 years old, 26 years old, and he's still playing the way he's playing, all right, y'all can have at it. What I'm saying is, at 23 years old, the man ain't trash. But what I'm saying is, that's not even Houston's thought process. Houston's thought process is, listen, we feel like we have a window that we can win a championship right now. So what can we do? What moves can we make to facilitate that? Are they a better team right now today with Kevin Durant than Jalen Green? The answer to me is yes. But my thing about KD and like what Ethan said. Ethan said, "Remember the history." Oh, with his sermon that he was giving, with talking about KD and his history. KD and his history. The last time he was that dude on the biggest stage, we're talking about finals, winning finals MVPs and all that. He was with Golden State. Golden State is an organization that was already built. He didn't have to come in. See, KD is not one of these dudes that people want. Oh, your best player is going to be your leader, and he's going to be out front talking to the media. That's not who KD is. As great of a player as he is, that's not. KD want to show up, hoop, go home. That's what he want to do. He don't want to do any extracurricular nothing, right? And so we saw that in Golden State. It was already a championship built team. He just had to show up, hoop, go home, right? Um, Houston Rockets, they don't need him to develop culture. They don't need him. They don't need him to do any of that. They have a strong coach. He has championship pedigree. He took that Boston team in his first year to the championship. Um, they have top five big men in the game. They have rising star Amen Thompson. They have the requisite pieces along their bench. They just re-signed
Fred Van
what's
Fleet.
that? Fred Van Fleet, right? So they feel like, okay, so now
Yeah.
if we
They
just
made it
take,
lower though. It's 20
so they said that they restructured. They gave him 2 year.
So
They
it's
gave him a
even
2 year
lower,
deal.
which
He's
is
getting
good.
the same money, but just in 2 years.
Yeah.
But they're saying, okay, if we remove this one piece and we put this already, this piece that still needs a little bit more time, and we put in something that's already at its height, where can we take it? And so, to answer your question, I think that I don't want to say that they're a championship winning team, but I definitely think that they can contend to come out of
Right.
the West.
Right.
Can they compete with the OKC Thunder now with Kevin Durant when he just have to come in and hoop? I don't need you to do nothing else, KD. Listen here, you know your spots on the floor. We're gonna have these young bulls ready to run alongside you. Okay. It's gonna be interesting to see how Şengün fits in the mix, right? Because we never really seen KD play with a really good big man before. So that's an interesting piece to see how that works
And they
out.
and they
But
can go big
but
or
I
small too. In Houston, they can go big
yeah,
because with
Can
Steven
I ask
Adams
a
back,
question?
they can go big or small if they want to.
yeah.
Can I
So
ask a
I
question?
like it. Go ahead.
I just want to make sure. So, were you only bringing up Golden State to bring the comparison that there's
Why are we
a
doing?
team
Why is this a
already
question?
built?
Yeah. An
Okay.
organization
I'm
already
just,
built.
listen.
I have a question for you too.
I was like, it's
And that's
different
a fair
playing
point,
with
though. That's a fair
Steph
point.
Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green,
Yeah, no,
and
I don't think
whatever
Unk's talking, but I
than
don't think
playing
Unk's
with.
talking
I'm
about the
talking about I'm
players. He
talking
mean
about culture.
If you're talking
I'm
about
talking
the thing, that's
about
different.
I'm talking
Okay.
about a
Okay.
professional. Listen, I'm one of these guys. I'm a strong believer that everybody is wrong and they think that players win championship. No, they don't. Players do not win championships. Organizations win championships. Okay, that means
That's
a
only in
professional.
basketball.
That's in every sport. That's in
Okay,
every sport.
I
That's
got
in
an
every
Aaron
sport.
Rodgers take, but anyway,
Because
go ahead.
because because if you have a poor organization, I don't care what type of players you have, they're gonna find a way to screw it up. You have a great professional organization that's well run. You look at all of the champions. You look at the dynasties, all the teams that are winning championship now. The OKC franchise, they are
The
professionally
Nuggets are poorly
ran.
ran though.
The
They
who?
won one chip.
The,
The
well,
Nuggets,
yes, but
the Nuggets are not poorly ran. There was a feud between the general manager and the coach that ultimately exploded, and they had to get them out of there. But I'm talking about, that's a fair point. But I'm talking about teams that win multiple and like they're in the hunt every single year. You're talking about the Spurs, the Heat for all those many years when we had LeBron and them. Even post that
Yeah, with Jimmy,
with Jimmy. You look at the Lakers for a long period of time. Boston Celtics. Well, look,
Boston.
these
Yeah,
are these are very well run organizations that put players in place and build teams in order to win championships. So that's my thing. When you have a really good run organization, we look like it seems like Ime Udoka know what the fuck he's doing. He's one of the top five to me. One of these new guys, because all of the old guys are now old coaches are starting to fade out. You got the new coaches coming, the young bloods are coming in.
yeah.
He's at the top of the pack. Okay. And so I feel like they have a really built, well one organization. You don't have to come in like they were trying to when they went to the when him and Kyrie decided to go to the Nets, that was a poorly run franchise. They
And they were
went to the
building
Nets
it right
because
there.
they
It
felt
was,
like we can build it. These niggas don't know what they're doing. The players are gonna build it. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing either.
yeah.
Right?
But
And so
that's why
that's what happened.
I don't give them a pass for that because they curated that. That's what they
No, no,
wanted.
no. I'm not saying that they should get a pass. I'm just saying that's part of the reason why it didn't work. Right? When Kyrie comes out and say, we don't need a coach on no
Yeah.
floor. We
He
can
said
just
it. I
do
was
it on
gonna
our
say
own.
he said it.
Like y'all playing outside, like y'all playing open run. And this is a professional in a professional league. You go up against a bunch of guys running around in an actual system that's functioning, and that's why the Pacers got to the championship. They don't have no star players. That's the coach saying, this is the system we're going to run because these are the players we have to run the system. And we took it
Exactly.
all the way to the championship, 7 games. And without injury, potentially they could have won it.
But
So,
man,
so,
listen,
so, so that's my thing. KD's got a situation in Houston where he can just, he can just go in, hoop, go home. And I think that's going to take them a long way.
there you go. Hey, listen, we gonna be over 2 hours of these discussions like this. So here we go. Next trade. We're gonna go to the Boston Atlanta trade. Oh, actually, well, Boston Drew Holiday. So briefly, we don't have to talk too much about this. Boston traded Drew Holiday to the Portland Trailblazers to get that contract off the books because Buddy had 3 years, 2 or 3 years still left on that contract.
2,
3 years.
Wild
2 years.
money too. For Anthony Simmons and 2 second round picks. They may move him again before the trade deadline during the season. So hopefully he gets
I doubt it.
his usage. I mean, dude, if he gets good usage during the season, which he will with Tatum out there, I mean, maybe you can flip him for something. Someone will take him. Trust me.
Oh, you're
Boston
talking
seems to
about
do that all
after?
the time.
Yes,
So
I thought you meant before the season starts.
no. Before the trade deadline, during the
Hold
Yeah,
season.
on,
yeah.
wait,
Okay.
wait. You think Boston be looking to move off of Anthony Simons? Anthony
They
Simons is
might.
a
No,
They
I
said.
Boston
don't
They
think
coach.
said.
so.
They said
Kyle
they.
said
They
that
might. I'm just
it's
saying they
possible.
might because that's a Boston thing to do.
Oh,
They might flip him.
Potentially.
yeah, he hoop, man. He's a hooper, bro. People don't be paying
Yeah,
attention to
yeah,
Portland,
yeah.
but
No,
he's
well,
that
yeah.
one. He's that one bright
I think
spot.
he's another offensive push for the Celtics. Now, obviously, you cannot replace Drew Holiday's defense, right? And every Simons
But
is
Drew
nowhere
didn't
close
look
to
the
Drew
same
Holiday
this
on
last
defense.
season. Drew's
But
getting old.
exactly,
He's getting
right?
old.
You've seen it in the playoffs. Like, oh my goodness!
But I don't think
The
he's getting
previous
that
playoffs,
old. I think he was hurt. Look at all those guys who played over the summer in the Olympics. That they just played a lot of
yeah.
basketball, coming off of winning the
That's true
championship.
too, but that affects
Well,
you
And
as
my
you
you
get
know,
Dollar
older,
King
though.
Derek White was hooping.
yeah. Age,
So
age is a part to it. I don't think he is as bad as he looked this year. He just was
Yeah,
injured all year.
I
He was
mean,
that's
well,
fair.
when you
fighting through
compare
stuff.
to the season before, it was definitely a drop, right?
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what else can you do when Tatum blew his Achilles at that point, and it was like, okay, the series is basically done. So,
Shout out to
uh,
Portland, whatever they're doing out there.
yeah, I don't know what they're
Next
gonna do with that, but next trade, nobody cares.
next trade, New Orleans
They've been a
Pelicans
poverty
sending
franchise.
CJ
My whole
McCollum,
entire life, they've just been trash.
sending CJ McCollum, Kelly Olynyk, and a second round pick to the Washington Wizards.
I just want to
Or
say I didn't know Kelly Olynyk was still in the league, bro. Oh
yeah, he's
my
still
god,
hooping
He's
that
on
what?
your
long hair.
Heat.
I know for like 10 years ago. You want to talk about stealing money?
10 years.
My
That was
god.
more like
Man,
3
he'll hit a
years.
three here and there.
Listen,
And
Kelly
then
Olynyk has been off my team for more than 3 years. I promise you.
well, we can look up the
I'm gonna
roster.
fact check that
I
because
think
there's
so.
no.
Jordan
3,
Poole.
4.
I promise you.
I'm pretty sure.
Jordan Poole is now in New Orleans eating gumbo with Zion, as well as Sadiq Bey
This man's been
and
passed around
the
like
number
wow.
40 overall pick. Obviously, you are alluding to the pre talks before the video that you love all the offense to New Orleans. Please expand.
New Orleans is not
Hey
that
man,
good.
listen, man. I like I said, I like what New Orleans is doing. Nobody's really paying attention to them. And again, it's a
You know
big
they're in the
if.
Western Conference, right?
And
I just
I know they're in
Okay,
the
I have a
Western
question.
Conference.
What are they
And
doing exactly?
he finna tell us.
I said I like the team that they're building. They're building a team with the addition of Jordan Poole. You got to remember, 2 years ago, the Pacers, they didn't play any defense. They weren't
The
this team that we saw
Pacers?
last year. The Pacers, 2 years ago, they averaged 120, 130 points a game, and they didn't play nan defense.
Who's
When
the
they
New
were
Orleans
trying
Pelicans coach?
they were trying to outscore people.
Willie
Okay,
Green.
so I feel like what they're building on the offensive side of the ball are gonna be able to compete East, West. It don't matter. Okay, I don't care how y'all feel about Jordan Poole. He gets buckets. We know what Zion represents when he's actually playing, right? And I know you're
That'll
gonna
never
say,
happen.
and I know you're gonna say, well, that's a big if and blah blah blah. I mentioned this and before we started taping, and Steph Curry, and his because the first 2 or 3 years of his career, he was known as an injury prone guy. Oh, he can shoot, but can he play? Blah blah blah. Now, Zion Williamson has been literally one of the greatest pros when he plays. When you look at his numbers are like astronomical when you look at
Yeah,
the numbers
when he plays.
when he plays. So
When is a
that's a
big word.
it's a big win and it's a big if. But if he could turn it around,
I'd like to go right after
get in
Oladipo this
shape,
time. I'm going after.
okay, which it looks like he is, right? I've seen pictures,
This
look
Oh,
ain't
like
about
he
Ben
is.
Simmons shooting
oh
every year.
my goodness
Okay.
gracious, bro. Are we?
So this is the time. But listen, you guys are breathing all hard and all that, but this is the time
Here we
in the
go.
off season.
Summer,
This isn't the
summer. Ben
time in the
Simmons
off
can shoot
season when you got
threes. What else? What
listen,
else I
this
see
is the
every summer?
time.
Come on, man.
No,
Stop
Summer
it.
Ben Simmons can't shoot a
Come on,
anyway.
stop it.
Luca,
I can.
Before
yes,
Ben
he
I
Simmons
was
can.
can shoot for
But
before I
70.
Luca
was
losing weight every season
Zion,
bothers
yeah,
me.
exactly.
before
Luca
I
is
was
40 pounds down. Come on, man. Stop
before
it,
I
man.
was before I was rudely interrupted.
Oh
This is
my
the time of
goodness.
this is the time of the year when you get your body right. This is the time when you work on your game. It's the summertime, right? So now, I don't care what y'all say. This is my opinion. Y'all, I don't give a goddamn.
I respect it.
I like what they doing. Ain't nobody talking about them. But this is what's gonna happen. When they get good, everybody gonna be like, "Oh, did you see New Orleans? Oh, Ethan's gonna say he's gonna be on the bandwagon." Remember, you had this shit here first. Don't you fucking come over here. You put your foot on the bandwagon, I'm gonna slap the hell out of you. Okay? When
Uncle,
they
I'm gonna tell
get
you right
good,
now, I'm gonna dangle a donut in front of Zion's face and he gonna run after it. Ain't
Listen,
nothing happening. I don't
bro,
know
when
what you
they
talking
get
about.
all
I'm
he
good,
gotta
talking
do is
about
I don't
dangle
dangle
want you to
Mariah
a
bring
Mills
donut.
your
boogie
ass
in her
around
in his
me no
face,
more.
bro. Put Mariah
I'm
Mills
gonna
boogie in
dangle
his
a
face. That's all,
strawberry
bro.
sprinkled donut right in front of his face. Ain't nothing happening around here. I know what
Hey,
you're
bro,
All
talking
right
about when
now.
you
look at
jump
front
on
row.
no
Look at front row
bandwagon.
Hey,
right there.
listen.
Look at that boogie right
Hey,
there. Look at
listen.
front row.
Look at him brisket. Look at that beef brisket braised for 18 hours in the front row of Zion. Go ahead
Hey,
and grab it,
Kyle,
you
I
fat piece.
said what I
Let me stop.
said.
Okay,
I
say it.
like
That's fine. That's
what
fine,
New Orleans
bro.
is building over there.
Okay, all
I
right.
like it.
That's
Zion
fine.
Williamson has
Just
the best
like, hey,
numbers
and
in
I'm gonna say this, and
50%,
I'm
50%
gonna
of the
let K
playing games he
go.
can play. Come on, man. That's
All
wild.
right,
That's wild
that's
to say.
cool.
And that's
That's
crazy
cool.
coming from you. That's crazy coming
That's
from you
cool.
as
That's
It
someone who
cool. You
is.
can
holds
say
people
It
that.
is
responsible.
because his
As someone who like to
policy
hold
is
people responsible, that's
availability.
wild for you to come from you.
Listen,
That's
listen,
crazy.
listen,
That's
listen.
crazy, bro. I can't
Listen.
do
We're
it.
not talking about. Listen, right
But you're
now.
encouraging him
But
eating.
right now, we're not. Right now, we're not talking about the past. We're talking about the future. We're talking about coming up. What do we feel like these players are? You asked the question based on this trade. How do you feel? I'm telling you how I feel going into this season.
Yeah. That's fine.
It
Oh,
doesn't,
okay.
I'm not
So
a.
no
I
context.
can't.
No
I don't have
context
to
then.
agree. I don't have to agree with the things that happened in the
No.
past,
Yeah,
where
that's
with him not being professional, with him not coming in the camp in shape and all of
uh-huh.
that. I'm not agreeing with
Uh-huh.
that. But at the same
What
time,
Bro,
I can
that
also
head nod
hold on,
say
hold on,
Caleb
hold
is
on.
that.
crazy.
Orlando
Right.
too.
Y'all go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kay. Go ahead.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
Um.
what do we use to predict the future?
History.
He's talking to you, Unc.
Go ahead, man. Y'all go.
He knows. He's not answering for a reason. Go,
All
Caleb.
right. Listen, Unc. I honestly, like, I was laughing the whole time because they were saying stuff or whatever. I can appreciate your optimism, right? But like, seriously, Zion's been losing weight since he came into the league, and the difference between him and Steph Curry, which is it's a decent comparison, right? But Steph's problems were out of his control. Zion, he's directly connected to his what he's going through right now. It's all physical. His lower extremities are in problems because one, he's explosive, but two, because he's so heavy. That's something he can control. Steph couldn't control. You can only do so much to strengthen your ankles. You can only do so many isometrics and plyometrics and all that stuff. You can only get so many surgeries. You can only do so many things. Zion is directly connected to that. He's proven it. He does not. He doesn't care. He doesn't. Right. He's been losing the same again. He's been losing the same 40 pounds year after year after year. How many times are you going to go through weight loss before it started? It starts to pay off or it starts to show on the
Deteriorate.
floor. Again, I like the numbers. But the sample size just isn't there for me to say, hey, they're going to turn it around. And on top of that, you bring up the Pacers again. Fair comparison. They building a nice young core, cool. But look who's running the organization and look who's coaching the team. Willie Green is not Rick Carlisle. What has Willie Green done in the league?
I think Willie Green's a good coach, though. He was better than
Hey,
their
can I
previous
can I
coach.
ask you a
He's a
question?
good
Hold on,
transitional coach.
I just
Let
want
him
to
ask
say
the
this.
question. Let him ask
I
the
just want to
question,
say
Rico.
this one thing, and then you can go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Did you know anything about that OKC coach before he won the championship?
No,
Before they start getting
absolutely
good?
nothing. Absolutely
Okay,
nothing.
all right.
Absolutely nothing. I'll give you that one. Cool, but it's not like Willie Green hasn't. We know who
Like,
Willie
hey,
Green is.
I feel like
He's a
again
good
in Willie
trend.
Green's. When you
Go
say,
ahead.
and I'm going to ask you why you say he's a good transitional coach, considering when he went there, like he was brought there to bring out what? Because if you remember, Alvin Gentry was there before that old school guy, older guy.
Yeah.
But Alvin Gentry, he's a good coach, bro. Like I don't care what nobody say. Alvin Gentry was a good coach. They say, okay, him and Zion, his way of coaching, blue, blue, blue. They bring in Willie Green. He has that run. I think that's the year he played 60 games, maybe, right? And then, okay,
Yeah.
good step forward. And then from there, it's like your star guy who you're supposed to be building an organization from is not there, in and out of the lineup. Obviously, guys don't stay healthy. Trey Murphy, you get what's
Right
his
now
face
they
last
bring
week.
in now they bring in the general manager, right?
Hmm.
Joe Dumars is running the show now. Okay, go ahead
Hmm.
on.
Okay. Like I said, we'll
So,
see. I
my
like.
thing is, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I like your optimism. I do, but I just don't think that, like, situations like that don't just happen. You can't just throw stuff like that together. It has to be curated. It has to be, you know. I just don't think it's. I think it's
Oh, excuse me.
has the potential to be there, but I don't think that's what it is. I think it's a bootleg version of it. That's my opinion. That's how
Okay.
I feel. But and then
All
on
right, and
top of that,
then
hold on, one more thing. Defensively, because they had some good draft picks. Derek Queen just went there. I think who was the other pick that just went there? Because they had
I
another
can't.
one.
I can't remember.
Bro, what's his name? Um,
Jeremiah Fears
yes, the point
from
guard
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
fierce.
Yeah,
out of
from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Yes.
Hmm.
Um, I like it, but it's just you're drafting so much of the same guy, right? Unks, I know you said they're gonna just outscore everybody, but I just don't see, like, these guys. They're good scorers, but when you talk about the top of the league, I don't know that they're better. Just they're elite score. Like, I just don't see it. But that's just me.
I'm not saying that they're a championship team. I said I like what they're building. So they go from bottom feeders into the eight seed. That's an improvement, right?
That is true, but I
100%.
just don't
Yeah.
see
Right.
them.
So
I
then
mean,
a
yeah,
few years
yeah.
from now, you go from the being around the floating around the eight seed, the bottom of the playoffs, to now being fifth or sixth seed. I'm saying I like what they're building. This is a step to building in the right direction, right? OKC wasn't built in one season, right?
That's
They
true.
were building it. They were drafting it. They were drafting well. They were doing it through the draft and everything like that. It took 2, 3, 4 years, and now they're champions. All I'm saying is I like what they're building.
Okay,
I was just thinking
that's,
I don't know, they got to get a center for sure. They are small because
they
I was
definitely have
thinking
an
like
interesting roster.
what their starting lineup would be, and I'm like looking like I mean they're not starting Kelly Olynyk, so I guess they're starting that Eves Missy dude. He came
Yeah,
on kind of second half of the year. I picked him up a bunch on waivers on my
yeah.
They just
fantasy.
got Queen.
Uh,
They just got
Didn't
Queen.
he's not a real big. He's not a
Yeah,
six
he's
nine.
six
but
nine,
He's like
but
six
see,
nine, 6'10", but he's
six
not a he's
ten.
not a he's not a rebounder and a rim protector. He's not a
I was
real
gonna
big
say
man.
if he's starting at center, I mean,
He's more
But
of a four than a five.
I can tell you what he is. He gets buckets. I can tell you
He
that.
gets
well, yeah,
buckets, but
hey,
he's a
listen,
he's a
yeah.
four. He's like
Okay,
Alfred. He's like Alfred Şengün. He can't really play the five for real.
Hey,
I'm just
like,
saying.
listen, I believe if I sent you this roster right now, I don't know if you'd feel like looking at this roster. I don't know if you'd feel that way. I'm just not gonna hold you.
No, I
But
seen it. I
listen,
seen it. I
okay,
seen
well,
it.
hey, listen, okay, I hear you,
Go
bro.
ahead,
Hey,
E.
and hey, I would listen. I wish him the best, but I've been wishing Zion the best for 5 seasons. So I don't know. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the trade that we were going. Oh, you want to talk about him? Go ahead, man.
No, I only have one thing to say. Um,
Are you whispering?
It's been sounding like he's been whispering the
Zion
whole time.
Lateef Williamson. Put the fork down. Okay.
Okay.
Put
I
it
don't
down.
know.
Okay, Stephen A. Jr.
Okay. What
that you named yourself.
Listen here.
Moving
Bro,
on to the next
what's
one. You
wrong?
said you had
Listen,
one
we ain't
thing.
moving on
That
to
was
this.
one
We ain't
thing.
moving on to
What's
this.
wrong with
Moving
this
on.
Listen
guy?
here.
I didn't
Listen
even
here.
see that coming. All right, next trade. We
Put
have a
it
three.
down. Okay.
We have a
If you can
3-team
stay
trade.
healthy,
We have
maybe y'all have a good shot at it. But if you can't stay healthy and you keep eating and you keep blowing up like a blowfish, you're not going anywhere. Okay. You already don't have DeJounte coming back. He's not. He's
well, he's
like
gonna be
I'm saying,
back.
like at the start of the season, he might come back after the All-Star break. Honestly,
Yeah, probably
that's
after,
probably when he's
definitely
gonna
after
come back.
Christmas.
So at that point, you know, you Uncle's
So
right
that
with.
so that was Zion's fault.
No, can you listen to what I'm saying? I'm saying
You were
that
just talking about Zion, then you said, "Oh, you already don't have like
Well,
Zion had something to do with that."
I'm not saying that that's his fault.
No,
I'm saying that you are already down your starting point guard.
you're
So
talking to
you
the team
can't come out
success.
this right. I'm saying like
Yeah.
you can't start the season and something is already going wrong. Like you know the weight wise or whatever it
All
could
right.
be. Right.
Well, listen, Unc believed in the roster. He believed in the rookies. Listen, we gonna
He
see.
said he believes in the long term,
You
which is
got
fine.
you got fears, okay? You got what that is, pool party over there. Then you got Trey. Come on, man. Then you got Queen who
Listen,
get
I love
buckets,
I love Trey Murphy. I hope Trey Murphy get
right?
up
I
out of
like
here.
Jordan
But
Trey
Hawkins, and that's
Murphy
because he would give
a
me
perimeter
buckets.
lockdown could
Jordan
defend 1
Hawkins
through
would give me
5.
buckets in fantasy. That's what
Okay.
Jordan Hawkins,
What we
yeah.
talking about,
Curry
man?
Jones.
he's supposed to
Zion.
like he's supposed to get the leading scorer
Huh.
role
Why do you
again.
keep
One
saying
because of
Zion like
Zion's
he's gonna be
inconsistent.
there? He's not gonna be there.
What we talking about, man? All right, y'all say what y'all want to say.
It's
Hey,
all
hey,
fun and games when that man
all right,
gets
all
Hey,
traded.
right,
hey,
man.
hey, hey!
Hey,
Remember,
next
hey,
trade
wait,
because
hey,
I'm.
hey, hey! Remember who's driving the bandwagon? Don't you come
No,
over
we
here? I'll
will,
run
we
your ass
will.
over.
I
Look,
hope
I'm
the
gonna check
the
when they
news breaks
when they
tonight that he
15th in the
got
West. I'm
traded.
gonna check in on you, bro. Because
Listen,
what?
I,
All right, here we
All
go.
listen.
right,
Hold
okay
on.
now.
But I'll say this. I'll say this though. If they switch up and they change a whole bunch of their core, you can't claim that though.
Hey, they can't change their
What
core
you
because
If
we
they
You
mean?
still
can't
got
trade
all
claim
young
it.
What you
guys.
mean? I'm talking about this
We
core now. That they
that's
with
what I'm
their new
saying.
draft
I'm
picks.
saying.
this
I'm
season,
saying.
this
Who they
season
gonna?
coming up,
I'm saying if they blow up like 95% of their core and they
they're
only
not
end up
Hey, they're
getting
not
young
They're not.
selling.
players.
They're not selling right now.
Okay.
They're not
I'm
selling.
saying. I'm
Who
saying.
Unless
And
they
buying?
get to
I'm
the
saying.
trade
And they,
deadline.
no, listen to what I'm saying. I said Unc is banking on their future success. I'm saying if they trade 95% of this core right now that they have right now, they didn't.
They're not gonna
You're
do
talking about
that.
years down the road.
Joe
You're talking about
Dumars.
I'm
years down
talking
the road.
about
Listen,
Okay.
years in advance. I'm not talking
Okay,
listen.
about
we're talking
right
Joe
about this
now.
season. We're
Dumars
talking about this season,
knows.
Kay. We're talking this season.
Listen,
Their
Joe
success this season.
Did
Dumars
y'all not
know
just?
what the he doing.
That's not.
Okay,
Oh, does he know?
remember I
Hey,
said
we're
it.
talking about this season, success this season. I know what you're saying, but we're talking about this season. I'm just saying there should be improvement. And listen, there should be. Okay. Now, 8 seed, I don't know if I feel that neither. But listen, all right. That's all. We talking about this season, Kay. I know you're talking about down the road. If
Let's
it like
not.
again, because it could not go well this year. And Joe, like, hey, listen, like, no, sir. Get DeJounte off the books. I mean, I don't know what you do with Zion. He's polarizing, so I don't know how you work that. But anywho, all right, next draft, trade. 3-team trade involving the Atlanta Hawks, Brooklyn Nets, Boston Celtics. All right, so y'all ready for the switch around? The Celtics got George Yang and the Hawks second round pick. The Nets get Terrence Mann, the number 22 pick,
Send
and
him back.
Kristaps Porzingis comes over to Atlanta. In the second round pick. I think that came from
Oh,
the
please,
Nets. I think that
please,
second round pick came from. Um,
please, you go first, please, please,
Yeah, I
please.
want to hear what you got to say about
The
for
Porzingis.
sure.
resident, the resident, the resident
Of
Hawks fan,
course.
please. I want
So
to hear all
he,
this
it's a
foolishness. I want to
second
hear the
round pick.
foolishness.
Okay, it's a second round pick. Now, me personally, given that Boston's history with good transactions in the NBA, the fact that we got him for such a low price, like either something is actually wrong with him or something like he actually got what they say he got or something because George Yang in the second is kind of peanuts. He is on an expiring contract, but I don't think that weighed that much into the value of Kristaps Porzingis. But hey, I
But why?
digress.
But why would I? But why would I give you something that I know you need to get rid of?
What you mean?
Why would I offer you a bunch of stuff for something I know you need to get rid of? If they don't get off that salary, they're going to hit the second
Oh
apron.
well, there you
They
go.
don't
Right.
want to
So
hit the
yeah,
second
yeah,
apron.
you're right.
So what I'm
That's
offering?
also
So
true.
what I'm
No,
offering you a bunch of for.
No, that's also
I
true.
know you got
But
to move off of him.
but listen, George Niang is built like a potato. So like, I mean, that's literally nothing. Like, come on,
Get
you've
him
seen
off my
George
team.
Niang. I mean, come on, that's nothing. Like, there's still some value there. Chris Pass ain't just 47. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed dirt cheap to me. Which I mean, I'm
He
not gonna
might as
complain
well
about it,
be.
but ooh,
What'd you say?
He might as Kristaps. He might as well be. The man hasn't
Might
played
as well be
60
what?
games his entire
That's
career.
what I'm trying. That's
listen,
what I'm trying to
and
say. Well, how many games
That's what I'm saying. Like,
in the 2
I
years
don't
in
get it.
Boston? How many games did he play?
Y'all sound
so
like
this is
delusional
so
He
Knicks
played.
fans when they was calling
He
him the
played
unicorn.
almost
Stop.
60.
Come on, man.
The first
60
year.
games.
so
Okay, so 60 out of 82. Second year,
Second year, 42.
and for 42. Okay, so in a potential
But he still averaged the same.
164 games, he played less than 100 games.
I mean, do you want 60
well, ain't
games
nobody
and
said that this
averaging
dude was
20,
durable. That we already know that
27
coming
and
in.
5?
So
Oh,
then
go ahead.
what are y'all excited about?
Excuse me, I'm asking, do you want
Well,
60
he's an upgrade over
games
George Niang.
averaging
That's wild.
27 and 2, or do you want Clint
For
Capella
13%
averaging
of
9
the
and
season,
9?
sure.
What
Which
do you
one
mean
you want?
27 and 2?
But anyway,
He did not average no 27.
I said
Chris-
20 and 7. I didn't say 27.
Oh,
20
I was gonna
and
say
7.
Kristaps did not average no goddamn 27 points a game. All right,
No.
Yeah,
20,
you're
20
and
and
7
7.
rebounds.
So
I'm
listen,
saying, would you
he's
rather that for 60 games, or do you want Clint Capella going in there grabbing you 9 and 9? That's
Well,
it.
here,
I
look,
understand, but the same thing. I
I got
understand,
his
but
stuff up right
the
now. So
same
look,
thing
he's
y'all just beat me over the head with. Why you keep saying about Zion, and you're gonna come to fucking Kristaps and say, "Oh my God, I'm so
okay. Well,
excited."
let
You
me go ahead
better
and let me
carry
get
it.
yeah. Let me get it
Excuse
off.
me, are the
So
Hawks in a better
Ethan,
position
go
than
ahead.
the
Ethan, let me
Pelicans?
get it off.
It's
Ethan,
a yes or
well,
no question.
let me just get it off because I already know.
That's
I already know.
crazy.
So one, Kristaps Porzingis is not our best player. That's number one. We're not building around Kristaps Porzingis. So that's number one and the biggest thing of all because you're the guy who you trying to build around don't play. So that's number
You
one.
need to call him
Number
Zion
two,
Honey Bun
like I
or whatever
told
you
y'all,
say.
I'm standing firm. The reason that Capella not coming back is because Onyeka got more run after Christmas, the All Star break.
Which he should have the year before.
Then he was
Yes,
starting.
this season.
Well, he shouldn't have because he was inconsistent as well. But he played good when he started. Capella started losing his minutes. He can finish at the rim. He's a lob there for Trey. He's stepping out at the three now, not at a great clip, but he's stepping out now. There's no point in bringing this guy into
29%. 29% from three.
Who's 20? What are you talking about?
I'm not saying he's a dead. I'm just saying he's starting to step out. I'm not saying
Onyeka's not a 3-point shooter. He averages like one a game.
Did you just hear,
or one and a
bro?
half.
I'm just saying he's taking
I'm just
a couple
saying,
of
he
games.
just-
That
No, I'm
doesn't
not
tell me
talking about
saying
you.
based-
I'm
he's
talking
adding
about
this to his
I don't know
game.
why
I'm
Unc is
saying
saying
based
that
off
like
of
he's a
what he
3-point
said,
shooter.
he just said he's starting to step
He's
out.
not a 3-point
29%.
Bro,
Anyway, go ahead.
It's actually 32,
When a guy doesn't
yeah.
shoot threes at all, and then he starts shooting threes, he's starting to shoot the three. Like you trying to nitpick at everything. That's cool. That's all right. He gonna start at center. I don't see no point in moving him back to the bench moving him back to the bench when you just put him in the starting lineup. And our new GM said, hey, he's gonna have his biggest year yet. So he's starting. Like I know there might be different variations of that starting lineup, but he's gonna be in the
So
starting
let me
lineup
ask
a
you a
lot
question. What's the GM
because.
supposed to say?
What do you? He
He's
didn't have to
supposed to
say.
say he asked?
He said that unprovoked. Like he said, like Onyeka's gonna have a big year this
Okay.
year. What you mean? I'm saying like in
Okay,
his
go ahead.
introductory press
So
conference and
you
talking
have
about the
two.
roster. So my thing is, and so he and again he like I said, he's athletic, stepping out more. If Chris Stacks plays that 6-man role where he plays 25 to 30 minutes a game, where like he's not starting minutes, is what? Now tell me what's funny about that? Like a 6-man who plays starting minutes. What's funny about that?
So you're gonna
A
start
6-man
Jalen
that you're gonna
Johnson.
pay
So
$50 million.
Jalen Johnson's not starting.
No, so I'm
The
saying
guy
you're
who
starting
averaged 20
Jalen
and 10
Johnson.
last year.
Can you let me finish? So you're
Go ahead.
starting Jalen Johnson
Oh
and
my
Onyeka,
God.
when you have Kristaps as an option.
So y'all
Kristaps
traded
Like
for
Jalen Johnson had a
who's
better
been a
year than him
starter
for the
his
last 2
entire
years.
life.
like I said,
He's
if
making
you want to
$50
interchange them,
million.
if you want to
And
interchange
then
them,
you're
cool.
gonna tell him, oh,
We're
by
not
the
talking about no
way,
interchange.
you're gonna
I
be
said,
our 6-man.
Are you going to start Jalen Johnson and Onyeka, or are you going to start Jalen Johnson and Kristaps Porzingis?
Bruh, we can start either one considering Kristaps plays 50 games a year.
No,
So that's what it's gonna end up being anyway. So that's my
So
thing.
then
Like y'all played
again,
his
why are
injury
you
Kristaps
history.
ain't
so
no
I
Clint
already
excited?
Capella.
know
I
what his
don't get
injury
it.
history
What are you
is.
excited for?
Bro, okay.
Kristaps is not no Clint Capella.
Kristaps spreads the floor. Trey's never played with a big who can spread the floor. We got second or not second year, but second year of Dyson Daniels.
Like you said
He's
about
improving. He's
Zion,
improving his shooting.
that's if he's out there.
Well, bro, bro, I'm already
if he
accepted 50 games
plays.
of. I've accepted 50 games of Kristaps. You
Well,
haven't
we
accepted
know
50 games of
Kristaps plays
Zion.
more than Zion.
So
We know
I've
Kristaps
accepted
plays more
that.
than Zion.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I'm fine. I've accepted that
You
fate
telling
and
me
getting what he is.
that you
So
guys
he
went and
spreads the
paid,
floor
you
for
went and
Trey,
got
right?
Kristaps Porzingis from the Boston
Kristaps is
Celtics,
crazy.
where he is a starter. He's been a starter his whole life. You're gonna pay him $50 million to come off a bench, and you're gonna tell me you expect 50 games from a guy you're gonna spend $50 million, and you're gonna pay him $6 million a year, 25
Oh,
minutes a game.
okay. So
That's what your new
okay. So
general
okay,
manager
so you're
that
stuck
you
on you're
love
stuck on
so
him coming
much.
off the bench. So let's switch this then. Kristaps starts. Okay, what you mad about now? So he starts. What you mad about?
There's nothing. He wouldn't be mad about anything.
That's
If
what I'm saying.
Kristaps
That's what I'm saying.
starts.
Like he's
Why
stuck
would
on
he
that.
be on the bench?
So he starts. So what you mad about? Go ahead.
But I'm saying that this was I wanted to
That's what
hear
he's
this is
mad
your
about.
team.
No, no,
But I'm
no,
not
no, no,
mad
no,
because
no.
this is his
But you
team.
keep bringing up the
But this
bench
is
part.
your
The bench part
team.
not important to me. That's not important.
You said
Personnel. We're
you
talking
what do you
personnel.
mean?
You
What do you
talking
mean it's
about
not
bench and all
important?
this. Go
Hell
ahead.
yeah, it
Go
is
ahead. Go
important
ahead.
because
Go
you're
ahead. Go
gonna
ahead.
base it on the rest of your bench. You're building a team, right? Not a 5-man roster, not a starting
Uh
lineup.
huh.
You're building a
A
team, right?
hundred.
So if you have a
A
six
hundred
man
percent.
that you're gonna pay that you're gonna expect to play 50 games and play 25 minutes a game, you're gonna pay him 50 million. How the you build out the rest of that bench?
Well,
What are
our
you
team's
talking
already set.
about?
Our team already set. But I'm saying, let's say he starts, right? So he starts, and then Yucca comes off the bench, a guy who's already started. So he's a starter in the league because he's been starting. So what you got about now if he started?
Still, you are
Oh,
so
I would be mad
excited
about anything.
about
I think it's a good team.
you are
I
so
mean,
excited
I'm
about
still
this
excited, but
Kristaps, and I
listen,
don't get it. I don't understand it. You're jumping all over
okay.
me about Zion, and I don't understand the hypocrisy.
Bro,
Just
Zion is
please
the
explain it.
cornerstone of a franchise, bruh.
Yeah,
Kristaps is not
they're
the
in different positions.
second, third best player
The
on our
injury
team.
history is the same,
Kristaps is the
but it's
third best
not.
player on our team.
That's
Everything
true.
you said, for your last 30 minutes soliloquy had it around Kristaps. Oh well,
What?
Trey's
He's
never
the
played
new
with
addition
this
to the
guy,
team.
and then he's gonna be a key factor in the six man, and then
Um,
he starts, and then he's gonna everything you just
Bro.
said for 30 minutes
I'm
was
talking
about
about the guy
Kristaps.
who we
No,
just got
stop,
on the
Kyle, stop,
team,
Kyle,
bro. What,
stop. Who is the cornerstone on the Atlanta Hawks?
bro? But I'm talking about the
Trey.
guy who our
Don't
new
I don't need the
addition. I'm
answer
not
from you,
supposed to talk
Kyle.
about
I'm
my
talking to
addition,
him.
the new
Who
addition.
is the cornerstone of the Atlanta Hawks? Are the players that are on that team?
They're small man Trey, little bitty Trey.
Okay, that's
I'm
all they're
just saying.
saying.
I'm just saying. If we listen, because if we can start it, we start Porzingis. You
But
put
I don't
Jalen
think that
Johnson
that's
out
not
there
what
with
they
him,
bought Kristaps for.
Reese
They
Shea,
bought
and
Kristaps
then
to
Dyson
bring in
Daniels.
like their second best player type thing. They not what he's saying. We're
He's our
coming
third
out
best
to eat.
player, maybe our
Listen,
fourth.
we know
They got
Jalen
him to be
Johnson is their
6 men.
we know Jalen Johnson is their second best player. Like
Well, that's
I
what I'm
don't know
saying.
why.
But I'm saying, me
Yeah, like
personally,
that's
listen,
not
the
even a
whole
question.
starting thing, was put him in the starting lineup. We get 50, 55 games from him. We got a starting center behind him, six man, whatever you want to call it. Jalen Johnson at the four, already averaging 20 and 10 in the 55, 60 games he played last year. He has injury history as well. He needs to stay healthy. He was healthy the year before. He was hurt. I think
I give them
was it his
I give
pec?
that team 8. I give
Was it
that
his
team
pec? I think it was
8
like his pec or something like that last year. Reese
Well,
Shea,
Dyson
second
Daniels
year,
is only
small forward.
22.
Dyson Daniels, defensive player, or did he get defensive? No, most improved player
eight
last year.
eight
And then,
eight
of
seed
course,
top.
Trey.
Atlanta Hawks tops
That's
8
okay.
seed.
Hey, the hate is wild. Now, our bench is, I don't really love our bench for real because it was Anyaka Anyaka is the first man off the bench. We still got Terrence Mann, too. Like, actually, no, he traded, not Terrence Mann. What's the other dark skinned wing, bruh?
You
Who we
do have
got?
Terrence Mann.
No, he was in the trade. He was in the trade. From Cleveland. We got him from Cleveland last year. And he was hooping for us.
Oh, Karis LeVert,
Karis LeVert
garbage,
off the bench. Are you crazy? Did you see him off the? Are
straight
you
cheeks.
out of your mind? Okay, well,
How was
you
Kerry
didn't watch
LeVert
them last year.
straight cheeks?
You must
This
not have watched
guy,
him the
bro.
last year off the bench, bro. But
This
anyway,
guy, bro.
anyway,
If
so
you don't
yeah,
want to say straight cheeks, you can say straight injury prone.
bro. What are you
I
talking
think
about?
Karas's best basketball is behind him. His best basketball was in Brooklyn. We all know
Yeah,
that.
we know.
Okay,
Oh, we
so
know.
again, y'all must not watch them come off the bench last year. So I'm gonna just leave that alone.
Again, I
Do y'all
did,
have
and
anything to say about this
I've
trade?
seen Paris LeBron at his peak.
Our
No,
our
because
our,
He
our
was
I
I
leading
the
don't I
said
don't
number
know
scorer,
why
I
one
you're
through
our
I
leading
leading
the
hiding.
trade.
yeah.
scorer, he was
Your
he was
camera's
said
off.
literally our leading scorer off the
Your
bench, bro.
camera's
What
off.
what are you talking about?
Your camera's off.
Kyle, your
Thank
camera's
Is
you.
it
on.
mine? Yeah, something
Yeah,
popped
it's
up
back
with
now.
okay.
It's
Uh,
back.
I mean,
could
we
you
already
could you
talked to
still
the
hear my
leader of the
audio though?
trade, which is Kristaps.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
we
Why?
can say.
Okay, yeah.
bro,
We
this
can
Go
move
ahead,
this
go
on to
ahead,
the
thing is
AD.
next
running on an
trade.
hour 30 now.
We can
This
move on to the next
episode is supposed to
trade.
be a quick little hour. That's about
Hey,
to be
listen, we
almost
can
an
move
hour
off.
30.
Listen, we can move off to the next trade.
Oh Lord.
Atlanta
Okay.
Hawks AC
So
2025
let me ask you. So are the
2026.
Hawks are
Were
the
Done
we
gonna get a
deal.
grading
higher
That's
these?
it.
seed?
Were we supposed to be
Are
grading
the
these
Hawks gonna
trades?
finish a higher seed than the Pelicans?
Probably,
Oh, absolutely,
definitely.
No,
without a doubt.
no,
What
They're in
are
a
they'll
we
weaker.
probably
talking
be
about?
They're in a
around the
weaker
same.
conference. They're in
They'll
a
Are
weaker
probably be
you
around the
conference.
crazy?
same.
They're in a weaker conference. They're
Okay.
definitely gonna finish like
Do
seven.
I got
do we
Pelicans
want to
at
put a
8 and the
bet on
Hawks at
that?
8 in the East.
You want to put a bet
Are
on that or
you
something?
You don't
crazy?
make you don't do good on your bets anyway, so you can
See,
make
now
bets.
you lying. We on the video like you just lying. So
You're
you
not
want
a
to put
man.
a
You're
bet on
not a
that?
man of your word. You lost your damn bet, football bet. I don't even remember what the bet
What do
was,
you
but
see?
I
You
had to
just
watch
but
the
see you just
videos
making
back.
up something for the people on the camera.
And then and
Hey,
then and then
do
and
you
then
wanna
you
do you wanna
just
bet that? Let's bet that.
Unk,
we can
I'm
bet whatever
genuinely
you
asking
That's
want.
though. Where
wild.
do you think that the
That's wild.
Pelicans are
Like
going to
Hey,
I'm just
finish?
hey,
sitting here
hey,
thinking about
hey,
everything
hey.
you
The
just
only
said,
thing I'm
and
betting, hey, the
I
only
just
thing
looked
I'm
at the
betting,
Pelicans roster, bro. I
hey,
just
Unk,
looked at
where
it
do you think
again.
that the
the
Pelicans are
only
going to
thing
finish
I'm
though?
betting
I'm
is
genuinely
dreads on.
asking.
We putting our hair up. Put your hair up.
See,
Come
and again,
on.
you said you would do it willingly. So again, we're not betting that. You said it. You already told me you do it willingly. So how that work?
But listen. If you have the conviction in what you're
Unk,
saying, what I'm
The
saying is
do you
crazy,
conviction is
understand?
right?
crazy.
Unk, you
Okay,
keep saying
Stephen
that.
A.
What I'm
Unk, if you
saying,
tell
hey,
me,
what I'm saying is
I will
crazy,
gladly
what,
shake my
right?
head. Why would I bet that when you would gladly do it? Like we gotta find something you don't want to do. What you
No.
talking
I
about?
wouldn't. What you mean? What you mean? I
You
would gladly do it.
last week
I
you
would.
said I will
Hey,
MJ this easy.
hey.
That's what you said. You said it out your
You
own
did
mouth,
say
bro.
that.
Like what?
You
No,
did
So
say
we're
hell
not
that.
betting
no.
that,
You
bro.
did
Hey,
say that.
listen. I would
Ethan
You
didn't
never
said
say
ball
that.
that.
this. Are you
He
crazy?
literally
Ethan
said
said I'll
I
sell
would
my
Bro,
car.
you
That's
see
what I
MJ.
how
tried to tell
round my
Ethan
head
last
is? I
week.
look like a big
He
ass
said
meatball. I would never
No,
do
no.
that.
See,
he
What?
said
now you trying to
he said
no. Nope.
he said he
Nope.
would MJ and he would
Nope.
wax it. That's exactly
That's
what
what he
he
said.
said.
That's what he said. Come on,
He
I've
bro.
said
never said that, bro. I've never said that.
So
Yo,
he didn't
please.
Ethan, so he didn't
Hey,
say that?
if I said it, hey, listen. Hey, Ethan, if I said it, put it in the chat right here. If I said that, that's
He
a
said
Okay.
lie.
he'd buzz
I
it
ain't never
and
It's
said
he'd
fine.
that.
wax that.
I
I
can put
Unk,
tell
that
I
up
you.
want to
quick.
know.
I can pull that
Unk,
up
I
quick.
want to know. I want to know
He said he'd buff
where
it out real
you
quick.
think that the Pelicans are going to finish. Okay, think about this.
Well,
You have
I
we're
say
not, bro.
8,
the
bro.
front.
I already said what
I
I
think Unc
said,
is trying
bro.
to make a clip, bro. I don't believe him. He don't believe that. So
My
I'm just gonna leave
God.
that alone. Here we
Bro,
go,
let
man.
unclip
Bro,
for
There
I
us,
was some
said
guys.
what
more
I said,
trades.
bro.
There was some
I
more
like what they built
trades.
in, bro.
Draft pick trade. So let's go ahead and get into the NFL. NFL. Let's get into the NBA draft picks. Obviously, the lottery picks, and then we can talk more specific about like our team picks specifically. So obviously, number one with the first pick in one of the most rigged lotteries in recent history. Cooper Flagg goes to the Dallas Mavericks, who, of course, as we know, lost one of the best players in the NBA, Luka Doncic, before the trade deadline. What's the G? Nico Harrison survived not getting assassinated because he got this number one pick. Shout out to him and Gil and what I call him Caleb. What I call Adam Silver. I forgot what I called him before the video started. But anyway, how y'all feel about him? They're showing the projected lineup, of course, with the caption, "Who's gonna stop this team?" How do you guys feel about this? Unc, I kind of see
Move
you shake your head.
along,
Go ahead.
move
Go ahead. Go
along.
ahead.
Next,
You don't think the
next.
Great White
I
Hope? He
don't.
What a
not gonna do
sham.
nothing. He not gonna
I
do
Listen,
don't. I don't
nothing.
listen.
want to
What
talk
the
about
what?
it. I
Listen,
honestly
listen.
don't.
After the NBA put that big white thumb on the scale, I don't give. You understand that they
No,
cheating?
it's rigged.
You
It's rigged. No, it's
understand
Can
rigged.
me?
we
Come on,
calm down
let's
with
be
the
All
serious.
language?
right,
Look, big
that's
white.
This
bullshit.
might
What
What's
they
wrong
be
with
did,
that?
this might be the most rigged draft since
right?
Patrick Ewing.
So,
Since
so,
they
so I
folded the
don't want to
card.
hear nothing
They
about
both
no
Him,
lost.
Dallas. I don't
him, and
care about
Shaq.
Dallas or Cooper Flag or
Oh, don't no,
any of
I am
don't,
that.
gonna
don't,
watch
don't.
the games
So
though. I
it
No, no,
watch
don't
the
no.
matter.
game.
Oh,
I will
don't hate on
watch the
Cooper
games.
Flag because of what the NBA did. He don't got nothing to do with that.
Hey, listen, I hate on him. I hate on on them. I don't care. What you mean? I don't care. I don't care about none of that. Okay, because take that fat white hand off the scale and let the chips fall where they may, and don't put it into Nico Harris's hands. So I don't care about it. Y'all talk about it.
Belt in my
Honestly,
is this the ultimate?
honestly, I won't watch. I won't watch not a Nan Dallas game this season. Not
Nah,
one.
you watch the
I'm
first one. You ain't
watching
gonna watch the
games.
first one.
I'm gonna watch some
Yo,
I
games.
ain't watching none.
I will.
yo,
You
I'm sorry. I know this is.
Hey, I'll catch it on YouTube.
Listen, I know this is a sidetrack, but bro, I literally just found the clip so fast. You said, "I'll MJ this thing. I'll cut ball." I was like, yo, insane.
I never said that.
I'm just instigating.
You,
I don't
whatever
care.
you want to do.
What you want us to do?
I'm just
Listen,
instigating.
that's my thing.
It's not
I
like
don't
we
know.
telling
Listen,
you.
hey, I'll
Kyle,
MJ.
it's
Hey,
not
I'll
like we
MJ this
telling
thing.
you.
I go ball
Hold
on
on,
this
it's
thing,
not like
man.
we telling you.
Yes, you.
Okay, see, all right.
That man said,
So
"I'll MJ this thing."
Dylan Flagg, Cooper Flagg, obviously to the Mavericks. Kyrie coming back. They'll
Oh
have
God.
Gafford signed the extension a couple days ago. AD's still there. We'll see what they can do in the West. But Unc said
Who
here he will
cares?
not watch
Dallas,
any Dallas
boo.
games live. And what was that? You said the
That's
big
what the
white
NBA
front?
want. That's what the
All
NBA
right.
want. NBA and Adam Silver for that book. Nah, I don't like
Did you
that.
drink before coming on here? Like, what is happening?
I don't like that.
Oh,
That pissed
Voldemort.
me
Okay.
off.
No, it was wild. There was a wild conversation in chat that day. All right, number 2, the San Antonio Spurs drafted Dylan Harper out of Rutgers. This is interesting considering they have the reigning Rookie of the Year on their team, and Ong, you brought that up in the chat earlier today, about kind of what their plans will be going forward. How does uh, Castle? How is he incorporated into
They might just trade De'Aaron
their
Fox.
system? Excuse
They
me.
just paid him.
What did you just say?
Oh yeah,
They
they
just
just
paid
signed
him.
him an
They
extension.
just traded for
Yes, they did.
they just traded for them.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing.
Uh,
I
Ethan,
don't
any
know.
idea how would you facilitate that lineup and rotation, or what were your thoughts on that? Maybe include Castle in a trade for Giannis.
For who? Who else is going in that?
Yeah, they need a lot more than just
Well,
this
100%.
castle
Oh,
to get
well,
Giannis.
actually, I don't think that would
They
be
should have.
possible.
They
Well,
should have
Harrison
traded
making.
the.
I don't know how much Harrison
They
making,
should
but
have traded a pick
That's
if you
what,
ask me.
that's what I was about to say. If they was gonna do that, they,
They
should
shouldn't
have
even
traded
have
the
drafted.
pick
They
and not
should
the
have traded the
player.
pick.
So Milwaukee.
No, what they
Hey,
should
they
have
got-
did,
won.
what
they
they
got depth, bro.
what they should have did was got Ace Bailey. What they should have did in a position that they need, or a scorer, or a bucket getter. That's what they
Bro, they didn't want
should
him.
have drafted.
They didn't want him.
They went and drafted a guard. What is he like? He literally plays the same
He's
Because he
position.
could have been
He's literally-
Sohan's replacement.
He's
If they
literally
get rid of
only an
Doberman
inch shorter than
Sohan.
Ace
That's-
Bailey, though. So he can
that's
slide
literally
to the
a-
three.
Or Keldon Johnson.
He can
But
slide
that-
to the three. So
Bro, that's
Hey,
literally a wasted pick. It's
he's a
literally
better
a
player
wasted
than Ace
pick.
Bailey. 100%.
Well, we're not saying that.
I think they're drafted for
I'm
talent
saying
and
that's
not fit.
but-
Definitely.
How?
What do you mean
How?
how? What do you mean
A
how?
6'9". He's like a Swiss
He's not
Army knife.
6'9".
What you mean?
He's not 6'9".
Ace
he's-
Bailey is 6'9", bro.
No, they. I could show you the draft measurements because they did it with him,
I don't think
with
he's-
them in
Yeah,
shoes and without shoes.
was
He's
he? They,
6'7".
I think they
He's the
said
same
he
size
he,
as
he
Cooper
dropped.
Flagg.
I was gonna
He's
say,
shorter
didn't he
because
drop
he was
inches
projected
in the
to be
combine?
6'10" out of high
He
school.
def-
He's not 6'9". He's not 6'10".
Wait, hold
He's
on,
6'7"
wait,
with a 7-foot wingspan.
Here,
That's what
I'll
he
pull
is.
it
He's
up.
not.
Here,
Bro,
he's not
I
gonna
literally-
have-
on
Listen,
I'm
I
telling you.
literally just watched him
I'm
standing.
telling
I literally just watched his training
Bro.
with Giannis, and he looking
Bro.
eye to eye with
Bro.
Giannis.
No,
How tall
he's
is
not.
Giannis?
Well, then Giannis. So you say I'm telling you, they did the
All right.
they did
It
the
says
draft
that
combine
he's
measurements.
6'7".
It
So you're
says
telling me the
six-
draft, the
I
NBA
see,
draft
I
combine
see
is
6'7",
wrong. That's what
6'8".
you're telling
I've
me.
seen 6'7",
He's
6'8".
I see
6'7".
6'7".
He's 6'7"
It
and a
says he's
half.
6'7".
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He's not 6'9". He's not. He's not 6'10". Like
They
were
also-
saying.
Yeah, I thought
They
Giannis
also
was
say
6'11".
LeBron James. They also say LeBron James in 6'8", and he looked eye to eye to AD.
Well,
So what are you telling me?
well,
What
LeBron
are you
never
telling
took.
me?
LeBron was never measured at
Come
the
on,
draft combine. We don't have official measurements for LeBron. We have official measurements for Ace Bailey. So
Come on, man.
Say what you. He could still grow.
Regardless
what
of
he
the
is.
height, 2 inches, he's a Swiss Army knife that can fit into any offense. He's
Bro.
like a young baby. He like a Brandon Ingram.
No, he's not.
What the hell are you talking about?
No, he's not.
Well,
I watched some Rutgers games, especially when Dylan Harper was out. You could.
So I didn't. So you're the only one to watch.
I watched. So I'm. Well, then you should have saw what I saw because if he's a baby Brandon Ingram at Duke didn't shoot. What did he shoot? He shot 24% on pull-up threes at Rutgers, and he shot what 32% on pull-up twos at Rutgers. Oh, that's a baby Brandon Ingram. Oh, okay, right. I don't remember Brandon
So
not
I just
The
want to
Brandon
dude
put
is
this out
Jennings
there.
looking
18.
like that.
By the way, the dude is 18 years old. But go ahead.
Bro, one and done. No, stop that. Because one and done's are
Come on,
one and
man.
done. One
Come
and
on,
done's.
man.
It doesn't matter how old you are. We've seen 18-year-old prospects shoot efficiently
Come
in
on, man.
college. That don't mean nothing to me. Stop.
Come on, man.
Cut it
I'll
out.
just say a
Cut
couple
it
weeks
out.
ago, y'all said Brandon Ingram was trash. All right, here we
That don't
go.
mean
You
Number
nothing.
said
three
that too.
pick. Oh, not me.
I
Y'all put
never
him
said
on.
that.
Y'all put him on buns on the tier list. Y'all said he buns.
We agreed to put him on buns.
Because
I
he,
never
Unanimously.
said
we
that.
did not put him on buns. We put him in C
Now,
tier.
I will
Stop
say
your
this.
foolishness.
I will.
But
You
that's
like
because
to
of,
spread
But hey,
misinformation
that's
and
but-
lies.
but that's not because of his game. That's because he can't stay healthy. That's not because of his game.
Well,
You like to
I will say.
spread
I will say
I just
this.
remember us
misinformation
saying
and
buns.
lies.
You
That
did
was
not
it.
You
make
like
that
to
known in the tier list because you was like, he's
Nah,
supposed to be
yeah,
the next.
we did.
He's supposed to be the
I
next
mean, we
Kevin
did.
Durant.
We did.
You was mad as
He
Uncle's
is.
hating.
I was
He
crying,
is.
bro.
If
Oh my
he can't
goodness.
stay healthy. The dude had an ankle
Uh,
injury and missed the whole goddamn season. Come on, man.
don't get me started, bro. I had to do
Come
the
on, man.
IR for 3/4 of the season, bro. I've never seen nothing like that in my life.
Come on, man.
Got traded. I'm like, oh, he finna play. That dude ain't strapped up the rest of the year. I said, oh, okay. He got hurt in November. He didn't play the rest of the year. Okay.
He's
That
right
boy had
over
the worst.
there.
What is that? Grade 7
Anyways,
sprain.
let me chill.
Anyway, number 3 pick out of Bimini. Your
What country is
boy.
he in, Caleb?
V.
What?
You just said something crazy.
What did you say?
V.
I said, what country is Brandon Ingram in? What country is he playing for?
Okay.
I don't want to talk
VJ
about that.
going to the 76ers out of Baylor.
What?
Your boy out of. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking
Caleb has
about.
a strong feeling for them
I
people
don't know.
just like
Listen,
them.
we're leaving that off the air.
All right.
Oh,
What? VJ going to the 76ers out of Bimini. I was telling one of my friends, I'm like, the dreaded 76ers, but hey, wish them all the best, man. Listen, I don't like the organization.
DJ.
I don't like Daryl Morey.
I'm definitely buying the
I don't
jersey.
like nothing.
I
I
gotta
don't
buy a
like
jersey.
nothing about Philly, huh?
I don't like that pick. I don't like that
I ain't
pick.
buying no Durant jersey.
I'm getting the jersey.
Because he they I mean, come on, man. You have like literally like 4 guards on that team. You got Grimes that I know he's injured, but he's gonna be coming back. The dude that paint his nails all the goddamn time.
McCain. That's Ethan and
He's
them boy.
injured, but he's coming back. And
But
then,
like I said, you said the
and
same
then,
thing about. Well, go ahead.
and then obviously you got Maxi, and now you get VJ. That's 4 guards, man. Like how is VJ supposed to? I know he is a two-way guy and plays defensively, but how is he supposed to get on the court with these guys, man? Like
And that's you
I don't
assuming
even
that
know.
Paul George stays
I
there.
think he has a legit chance
They
to
not
start.
moving off of Paul George. Who's gonna take the Paul George contract?
No one
Paul
takes that
George in 2
contract,
years
bro.
are gonna make
Listen.
60 million.
Well.
Come on, man. He's
Like
he's
Caleb said,
literally
there's
gonna make
always an idiotic franchise
61
out
million 2 years from now. He's
Listen
gonna make
to what I'm
61 million.
Caleb has said this for the past
There's always
month.
a franchise
There's
out
always
there.
an
Trust me.
idiotic franchise
There's
out
always
there.
a franchise
Bro.
out there.
You understand?
Bro,
always
just
a
like I
franchise.
told y'all, ain't nobody gonna take that Rudy Gobert contract. There's nobody in the world who's gonna take that.
Watch
What's
Rudy
the dude?
get traded next week.
What's the dude?
They just drafted his
in
replacement.
Phoenix.
You know that, right? They just
What's the
drafted
dude
a
in
7'4"
Phoenix?
big man. Who?
Who?
Dude in Phoenix.
Oh,
man.
Bradley Beal.
Oh,
Bradley Beal. Ain't nobody touching
But
that,
Trade clause.
and
So,
ain't
like,
nobody
really-
touching. But
Well,
it
I don't
doesn't
think
matter. Ain't
anyone
nobody
would
touching
want to
it.
touch that anyway. But
Regardless,
It's a bad contract.
like
It's
there's
bad.
certain contracts
It's really
nobody
bad.
touching. Ain't nobody
Well, yeah, I
touching
agree
that.
with that.
there's somebody you could fleece. We've seen it time and time again. You
I think
you
it'll
can't
be
say
just-
Like, and listen,
We've seen it.
listen. It happens when the contract's expiring. When they have multiple years on the contract, nobody touching that. You can get a guy,
I think
on an expiring deal. Okay, people will eat that because it's expiring. But
So I'll
I
give you
forgot.
this. So
Oh, boy.
I'm just on one of Philly's kind of be right guys from the Philly Voice. Listen, he gave this grade an A. Now, of course, this is the Ringer, like the writer for the Ringer out of Philly. Of course, he's gonna give it an A. The average grade I say a B. Yahoo Sports said A. But
it doesn't
the
make
consensus
doesn't
is
make no sense.
it says that if the Sixers have anything close to a ideal version of their team, it would look like Joel Embiid. The hierarchy would be Joel Embiid, Tyrese, Paul George, Jared McCain, Quentin Grimes, with Edgecombe filling in the gaps of on-ball work behind the scenes. So I mean, coming off the bench and play like
Behind the scenes,
and-
where? What you
so
mean
I'm
in
saying off the
practice? So he's a practice squad. So he's on the practice squad.
No, you would move him up. You would move him up in front of Kyle Lowry because I don't even know. Like, is that man playing?
Did he retire?
He
retired, bro. Yeah, I don't even think he.
Was that real?
I don't think he's playing, bro.
Hold on.
He signed a 1-day contract, I think, with Toronto.
It's showing him still on the roster.
No, I don't think so. But I think they're saying like a guy, on-ball guy off the bench is what they're making it seem like.
But the only reason why the other guy was playing was because all them guys was injured. Maxey was injured.
I think they're going to cut back Quentin Grimes' minutes though, because you just got to look at the politics of the situation.
But Quentin Grimes, I think he's a restricted free agent. So hopefully they move him. And then,
but I mean, if they do re-sign him, like you got to look at the politics of the situation. You a filler guy.
I don't see him. Listen, I don't want my guy. I don't want my guy over there sitting on the bench.
No, I don't. But I was gonna say beyond the 5 that I just named, that bench is terrible. So Kelly Oubre's there, Drummond's there, but I mean, who else you got coming up? Lonnie Walker.
He could have went to the Jazz and be hooping right now, straight day one.
It's the same situation over there. It's the same situation over there. They just drafted your boy out of Florida, Clayton.
No, Jr. I'm saying I'm saying if they didn't draft him and they draft VJ.
No, but I'm saying you got Colin Sexton, you got Jordan Clarkson.
But they're gonna move.
He better than Sexton.
Yeah. And they trying to move off Colin Sexton too. That just came out. Utah, the place going to get your shots.
VJ ain't better than Sexton.
You going to get your shots up. So,
I think he would definitely play, but I don't know that he would start over him right now. That's all I'm saying.
So, hey, just rounding out the top 5, top 10. We got number 4, Charlotte. They got Newport, blah, 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 out of Duke. Yo, don't say that.
Hey, are we gonna go over all the picks?
No, sir. Top 10. I'm just reading off the top 10, and then we can go with the Heat pick. Boston pick, a couple picks. Utah grabbing Ace Bailey, who infamously said, "Don't draft me." Which, how do y'all feel about that? Pre-draft workouts.
He looked like he was about to start crying when they said his name. He said, "Oh no, the Jazz."
So
he wanted to stay East Coast, but
there can be a lot of reasons. Oh, go ahead. My fault.
No. He wanted to stay on the East Coast. He let the teams know. The agent let the teams know, like, yo, he not going. If you draft him, he not gonna go. Blah blah blah. They try to act like they have any weight. They got no weight. But he don't want to go to Philly because for the same reason why I didn't want VJ to go there. This is too crap. How am I supposed to showcase my skills when I got these niggas breathing down my neck?
Paul George don't play. We seen PG. He don't play.
Yeah, but it's gonna be too inconsistent. But I like the fact that the Jazz said, "The hell with it. I know you ain't come here. I seen your tape. Come on, get some of this.
That's Danny Ainge.
What are they?
Get to that Mormon.
Mormon.
There's a Mormons out there.
Yeah, come get some of this. Listen, come get some of this Mormon money.
Hey, we got 6 sister wives for you.
You understand?
And that's that. 6 wives.
So I like that. But honestly, no bullshit. I like the Jazz draft with I was hoping that the Heat was gonna be, if he was gonna fall to the Heat, not Ace Bailey, but Walter Jr.
He was only 2 spots away.
And I was like hoping, and then they said his name, and I was like, damn, we were so close. But yeah, I really like what the Jazz did in the draft, though. I think they got better.
So that was the number 5 pick. The Wizards go trade. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, no, go ahead. You can talk about it.
Oh, I think, and I was just talking about, because I had seen some, I was actually like going back and forth in comment sections about this. Like, it's okay to voice where you want to go, in my opinion. It's not like we haven't seen this before, where guys, especially in the NBA, even as rookies, like guys will threaten to go back to school, or guys will go threaten to go. Like, it happens. This isn't the first time we've seen something like this, especially with the higher draft pick. So I don't see what the big deal is. But
my problem is, problem is, Kay, I have no problem with that. My problem with him was, when you schedule a draft, you show up. When you schedule a
Oh,
workout,
when
you
you
show up.
schedule a workout,
You
yeah,
you don't
I don't agree with
schedule
that
it
either.
and then
I don't agree
cancel.
with that either.
Right?
I don't
It's
agree
that
with that
you have
either.
to have a certain amount of professionalism. If you schedule
Yeah,
something,
that's true.
you,
That's
you
true.
show up. That's all. Yeah,
I don't agree with
you have the right to say where you want to go and who you don't want to play for. Like that's all cool. But if you schedule a
that. And I
workout, you
also
got to be
think
professional and show up. That doesn't
I
mean
also
that
think
when you schedule a workout, that means that you have to actually work out. Listen, I can come in the building. Y'all want to talk to me? We can shoot. I'm not working out. I'm not getting to court. That's cool. But you schedule something, you got to show up.
yeah, that's true. And then I also think his team around him is doing him bad. If y'all don't know, if y'all remember Sharif Cooper out of McEachern a couple years
Yeah,
ago,
of
um,
course.
his dad is actually representing Ace Bailey right now, and I think that plays a lot into why we're seeing these things
Oh my
out
lord.
of Ace Bailey. And I just if I'm him, I'm changing representation. I see how you did your own son, but that's
I
just me
mean,
though.
we see that a lot, unfortunately. But
All right.
uh, Ethan, oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't me personally, just me, I don't like that. But again, that's just the mindset thing. It's a personality thing. Like, hey, the cards are out of my hand. When it comes to the draft, like it's out of my hand. That's something that like I've accepted if I were to be in that scenario. But hey, to each his own. I can't be mad. But he is in Utah, and listen, he'll find him a little Mormon out there, bro, and be cool. All right, just relax yourself.
Did you see
Uh,
Pat Bev's podcast with Rome? Did you see what Rome said?
no.
You don't watch, bro. It was just a clip. I
I
seen a
don't
clip on
like. I don't
TikTok. He
think Pat
said,
Beverly has anything
I
to
think I
add
seen the
to
clip you're talking
anything that I
about.
want to watch as
bro,
far as
I
basketball.
only watch
I'm
for
sorry.
Rome. Rome is hilarious. Rome, the
Okay,
white guy he podcast with, is hilarious.
dude, Pat
But
Bev pisses me off more than anything. I'm not gonna lie to you. So he be sitting
I'll
there
just
with his
send you
legs
the clip.
crossed, like he be talking gold, cash. I'm like, bro, like shut the hell up.
Do
Anyway,
you see how Cam Newton be?
did you see that
But
fit
Cam's
he had
actually
on
entertaining to
with
watch
Cam
though.
Jordan? Did you see that fit? Bro, anyway, we're getting off track.
Bro,
All right. The
All right,
listen,
moving
Washington
on, man. This
Wizards
thing about to hit 2 hours,
Washington
man. Come
Wizards
on, man.
draft Trey Johnson out of Texas. Guard Pelicans get Jeremiah Fears. We talked about him briefly from Oklahoma. Uh, at number 8, the Brooklyn Nets get Igor Demon out of BYU, another Mormon school out there. So shout out to them. Toronto got Colin Murray Boyles out of South Carolina, and then rounding out the top 10 with the Kevin Durant trade. Phoenix moved up to 10. They get Kaman Malok out of Duke, the big black. Anyway, I'm not gonna do it. But the center, black as charcoal. And
The
again, I
big
know there's some
African.
discourse.
yo, Kev, was that the guy that we were talking about last night?
No, that was someone else.
I hope y'all
No,
wasn't
that
saying
was
nothing
him.
Nah,
racist.
that
But
wasn't him.
anyway, okay. Okay. But
Kev, the one I said
let's
that
talk
you
about the
never seen
Heat.
before.
Oh,
Let's talk
yeah,
about
it was him. Yeah, this is him. That's him.
that's the big black. Hey, man, that dude,
Yeah, that's
man.
him. That's him.
Hey, man, leave that
Anyway,
African dude alone, man.
so how did
Y'all
you feel
don't
about
even
your
know the
pick at?
pain and the struggle this dude came from.
No, you're right. Now, look, can
For all
you?
you know, he could have been born here. Look at Bobo,
Hey,
which
Bobo.
he's
But
on
he,
the
but
Suns
he,
too.
but he wasn't born here. He was born in that real struggle, the real from the. He got it really out the mud, for real.
So, how did you feel about y'all's draft pick at 20? And can you pronounce your draft pick's name?
I cannot. I think it's Capadas, Papodas.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh, but I'm gonna call him
Kasparis.
KP. Listen, I'm gonna call him KP. His mama call him KP. I'm gonna call him KP.
For sure.
Like I said earlier, man, I went on YouTube. I didn't watch any of his college games, so I went on YouTube, and he looked like he's a bucket getter, man. He looked like he know how to hoop. I hope it translates, into you know, the NBA game, and hopefully he could be the productive member on the team. I'm still hoping that we're able to get Kaminga on my squad.
Mhm.
And if we're able to do that, because he is a restricted free agent, if we're able to do that, I really like actually the way our team is constructed.
What are you willing to give
So
up for? Oh, sorry. What you willing to give up for Kaminga, if anything? Like, what in your mind would
How
be?
many how
I
can
don't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we could put a package together. Jaime, Duncan Robinson, a future pick, and
Duncan?
then Yeah.
What about Jovic? The other kid, the Jokic kid,
Listen, Jovic can go. I've been waiting on his
He
development. They
put him
talking
on the
about,
express. He said,
oh,
"Hey, you're the first one. Here's your ticket, bro." Hey,
listen,
that's
man.
wild.
Listen. He could get on my back, and I'll jog him to wherever they want to send him. Like I've been waiting on his development for about 6 years. Like, come on, man. We drafted this dude. I think in like 2018. He didn't come for like 2 years, and
Jovic?
he front. Yeah, we drafted him. He
Are
was
you
a
sure?
professional over there in
Wait,
2019. I think we drafted
he's
him.
only
He
like
didn't come.
19.
No,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
I'm
he
telling you.
literally
No,
drafted him
no.
And
2
y'all
years
just
ago. What are you
drafted him.
talking about?
I don't think he's
Listen,
Jovic?
man.
19.
Jovic is not 19, bro.
Bro,
Jovic
Jovic
has
is
been.
young,
He's
bro.
literally he literally got drafted 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
he
He's
just
22
got
years old.
drafted 2 years
What
ago.
what are you talking
He's
about?
not
Maybe
that
I feel
old.
like he's been there longer than that,
Listen,
bro.
man. Listen. I feel like he's been on our team for about 16 years. We keep hearing about his development and how he's gonna be this and that. I don't see nothing.
No, you
He,
So
can't say
he
that, and then you
averaged
said the same thing for Jalen
listen, how
Green
he
you gonna
after
averaged
say
four
I ain't gonna
years.
say that, bro? This is my
he
team that I
averaged
watch
10
every. I
3.
watch.
He averaged
I watch
10 3,
every
9
game,
and 2 on 45% splits.
No, but Unc, I'm
bro.
saying that
I
you
watch.
can't say that, and then he's
Listen,
been in the
man.
league for 2 years. But then Jalen Green, you're like, give him a chance, give him a
You're
chance.
not listening to me. You're not listening, right? I'm saying y'all were saying Jalen Green is trash. I'm saying he's not trash. He doesn't. He you got to give him some more time. I've
He's had
watched
more time than
every
Jovic.
no, but no because because the thing about it is Jovic don't even play that much. Like his first year, he didn't play at all. Then he just started to get
Yeah.
spot minutes this season, and he don't even play that much. So what I'm
And you
saying
all, but
is,
that's what I'm saying.
from what I've seen already.
but,
See, you
but
can't
see,
do that. That's
he
Yes,
hasn't
hypocrisy.
I can't
played.
do that because I've
That's
seen
hypocrisy.
no. The reason why I can't do that is because I've seen Jalen Green go out and get 30. I think he had like a 40
Because
point or
he's
50
had
point
nothing but
game.
a time and
Yeah, he has.
opportunity. He's not
All
had
right,
nothing
but
but
listen,
opportunity.
I haven't seen Jovic score
Jovic
a
had
30.
Jimmy on that team.
Listen, never seen Jovic have a 30-point game in 2 years, and you can't even get. Listen, my thing is, if
Jovic
you're in
had
the league
24 points against the Cavs on April 24th. That's close enough. on
24, and
in the
then
pitch.
and then what do you
You
get
gotta stop, man.
and then what do you
You
get the
gotta
next
stop.
game after that? Full
The
5.
next game. Let me see.
The very next
Hold on.
game. Did he even
Let me
play?
see.
DNP,
Hold on.
coach's decision.
Probably not. But whose fault?
Okay.
That's not
No,
his
If
that was the
fault.
he
last game. It was 24 points.
listen, if he
That was the
can't
last
get
game.
on the court,
That was his last game, April 24th. He's dropped 24
listen,
points.
if he can't get on the court, okay? If he cannot get on the court, you've been in the league 2 years, that means you're trash. Okay? You got to be able to hoop.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
Bruh.
I watch.
Stop,
Hey,
man.
listen. I don't miss a Heat
Stop.
game. I watch every single Heat game. That's a guy that I'm ready to give up on.
Oh Lord.
Stop, bro.
Hey, he's so
nasty.
bad. I always friend all of the Heat players on my Instagram. He's so bad. I had to unfriend him. I said, listen, I want to see this dude on my timeline.
Friend him? You mean follow him?
Wait,
Follow.
wait.
You know
What
I'm
did you?
saying? I had to unfollow. I said, listen.
Unfollow
This
and
man said he had to
unfollow him
unfollow
real
him
quick.
because he was so trash. My goodness.
I'm like, listen, I don't want to be associated
If
with
that's
this
the
type of
case-
foolishness.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Well, I'm
So
glad
have you
you.
unfollowed? So are you like in a situationship with following and unfollowing Tyler Hero? Like, is that what that is?
What
He
you
been
mean?
out on Tyler Hero.
Nah, I
No,
follow-
he
Where
been
you
out on
follow
Tyler
him
Hero.
one year
And
and
Hero,
then you
hey,
unfollow him
listen,
the next.
hey, listen, and Hero, I trust. You understand what I'm saying? I never
What?
unfollowed
Well,
He was
Hero.
just telling
Yo.
that bum to get off his team
Yo, the
the
last
season
time I
before
remember,
that.
he said, "Yo, he can't stand Tyler Hero. He dressing up. He want to
Yo,
be on
stop
some
playing.
beach."
Okay. Hey,
Yo,
listen. When Tyler Hero is on the bench with his stupid little bucket hats, I don't like that Tyler Hero. I like the
yeah,
Tyler Hero
he
who was
be.
playing on the court.
We're
All
not even
right.
talking about that. We're talking about court
He
Tyler
talking
Hero too.
about.
You
He
said the
talking
same thing
about.
about Bam too.
He
You
interested
said
in
after the
IG
finals.
models.
I
He
love
don't want
Bam,
to
dude.
play.
That's all you want to
Yeah,
do.
no,
You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
you ain't, you ain't
His
want
baby
Tyler Hero
mama,
on your team.
his baby mama, a IG model. Where he found her
Oh,
at?
Bam?
You understand what I'm saying? No.
You talking about Bam?
Bam
Oh,
dated
Tyler,
Katie
Tyler
Wilson.
Hero. No, yeah, Tyler then went down there and turned into Somebody else. Chet Holmgren of South Beach. Which did you see him on the championship parade? You see those photos?
I didn't see the photos, but I heard him stumbling over his words and Duke Dennis or
All those people
Ace or
drunk.
Duke Dennis behind him.
All right, come on, let's wrap this thing up,
All
baby.
right. Well, this
I'm
took a
losing my
little bit
energy
longer than we
now.
thought it would, but
A little
as
bit.
y'all
I
know,
thought we was gonna have like
yo,
a quick little 45-minute.
yeah, sorry y'all. This took about an hour, 2 hours. But we're passionate about what we
Well,
believe
y'all want to
in.
tell y'all Kevin Durant
And
soliloquy.
and listen, we got another one. We're gonna have Kevin Durant gonna have an episode for himself eventually. It's coming. And when it comes, we gonna keep coming. Caleb gonna keep coming. I'm gonna keep coming, and Ethan gonna keep coming about Kevin Durant's legacy.
He went
But
down the
anyway,
line to do that foolishness.
that's the Skip Bayless.
Ethan, make sure
Did
you
this,
block
did,
all that out. Hey, I do
did this
not
guy just leave? Did he just
subscribe
leave?
to any type of
Oh
listen. I do not subscribe to
no!
any type of homosexuality.
What
I
are you
will.
What are you talking? What are you talking about, man? I'm just talking about our defense of our topics. We're gonna keep coming with our
Listen,
defense.
I don't subscribe to any sort of hate and bigotry. Okay, I love all people.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I
Caleb,
was
that's
just
not
like,
what
we
you said
just.
the other day.
Well, at the end of the day, we're all God's children. So
Oh yeah.
No, we're not.
let's just keep it moving.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. But yes, that was our NBA talk. Obviously, we talked about the NBA draft, of course. Just briefly there, talked about our trades and the implications that it means for the upcoming 25-26 season. Obviously, we
You
have
could
some
at least
spicy
have the
picks
decency
early
to
on
stop
already
eating
coming
on
up
camera.
with
You're not
Unk's
slick.
New Orleans Pelicans pick. My pick for the Hawks. But we'll see. I can't wait, but we have a long summer ahead of us until October, unfortunately. But we'll get there. Ethan, I can't see you. I don't know why your screen black for me, but don't worry about that. Caleb, you got anything you want to say to close out the 24-25 NBA season?
It's been a great season. Shout out to the OKC Thunder, and like Unc said, I don't subscribe to any sort of.
What is wrong,
You
bro?
know
What
this
is
is
wrong
gonna
with you,
go
man?
off the rails.
All I
Yeah,
have to say is God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Hey, this way's a
that like
sick nigga through way.
this dude didn't even summarize the season.
Okay,
Can you
what they say,
summarize the
Caleb?
season, Caleb, please?
Eternal damnation.
Yo, what are you?
Huh?
Oh, as Grandma would say, I will cast you in the utter darkness. All right, go ahead, Caleb. Anything you want to say let's restart.
Yeah,
The
please cut all
24-25
that out.
No, he already said what he had to say. I'm
I
going
didn't
to say
even
what
hear
I
him.
have to
That's the
say.
thing. I didn't even hear him.
It was a great NBA.
Why are you
Well,
talking?
it looks like you're going to have to watch it when the YouTube video comes out. Listen, it was a great NBA season. I hate that OKC won. I will forever be praying on your downfall. And yeah,
For
we're
what
gonna go into
reason?
next season.
You
We're
just
gonna see
hate
what
for
Dude,
what
happens.
reason? What the
that
hell
that
does
level
OKC,
of
a
hating.
team that's never won anything, you praying on their downfall, and you got on a goddamn a hat that says God first, and you hating on another man's come up? Jesus. Anyway, let me go ahead on and man, listen,
It's a
I'm
crazy
going.
sentence.
Listen,
That's a wild
man,
sentence.
that is ridiculous. This man got on a God first hat. And he gonna say how he praying on the downfall of a team that
Oh my
has
gosh.
never won anything in their entire lives.
Life isn't fair.
Mother say.
But what did
Anyway,
they do
that's
to
what
you?
they say. But I don't know what they did, but they must have put him in the corner. And anyway, moving on now. The NBA.
Yeah, something's wrong with this guy.
Yo, that's
to
crazy.
tie up
I don't know.
the to
To
tie
it
up. Listen, man, you know what I'm saying. Listen, man, I'm tired, man. Y'all got me on here. 6 hour.
See, when you get tired, you start talking like you didn't know what you're
Listen,
saying.
you open.
Just don't say anything. Kyle,
You
go ahead.
open. You
We know
freaking
Rockminer
wake
back.
me up from my nap.
What is
Come
wrong
on,
with
come
this
on.
dude?
Finish up. I still got something else to give y'all real quick.
Okay, Grandpa.
Okay. No, for real. The NBA season was a great season. Yeah, I want to. It was. I'm
I'm
just
sorry, bro. When Caleb does that thing, like when he tries to lock back in, talking about some.
right. Okay. All right. So again, starting once again. Hey man,
Oh God.
the NBA season, it was a absolutely great season. I'm looking forward to all the trades and all the movement of free agencies next week. We're about to see you know what teams are teams moving all the chips to the center of the table, given that all the injuries going on in the East. So there's a lot of hot topics and things that I'm going to be keeping a close eye on, and that's it, man. I'm looking forward to next season.
All right. Hey, there
Shout
you
out my
go.
dog VJ.
Shout out to VJ. Great season. Shout out to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Great Ray.
And I'm looking forward to next season.
Yeah,
We're gonna end it there.
just wrap it up.
We're gonna end it there. And listen, here's look, I'm gonna stop it here, right?
Ray, are you ashamed of your